Hey guys, what's up? Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm really sorry I've been gone for so long. There's just a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, and it's just been a really, really, really tough last few weeks. So I wanted to react to this video because the story seems to be getting pretty big. I have not watched Adam's full video. I've seen the screenshots that Colleen has sent to him, and I think they're very inappropriate. I can already tell the chat is kind of arguing with each other. So everybody just please remain respectful because I want to hear like this whole story from start to finish. I think this video pretty much sums up the whole story. But like I said, I haven't watched this full video. I've just been reading screenshots on Twitter. I've been looking at a lot of Adam's Twitter, the stuff that he's been posting. It's really, really bad. And I don't condone any of this stuff whatsoever. And I've had an opinion on this story, and I wanted to come on here and listen to this video and give you guys my take on the situation and the stuff that I have said on the story in the past. So, I need I'm probably going to need some mods, and I don't have very many mods anymore because I am so flaky on this channel because my life is just so all over the place. So, I've missed you guys. I've really, really missed you guys. And I'll kind of like at the end of the video, I'll kind of talk about like, I don't know. This isn't like me officially being back. I'm probably going to be gone for a while after the stream, but I did want to address this because I have had an opinion on the story in the past, and the story is getting really, really big and it's really, really bad. So I didn't want everybody to just think I was like ignoring things that I've may have had an opinion on in the past or anything like that. But shit's about to get really real in my life, and I'm gonna probably not gonna be here for probably at least another month um, after I do this stream because I'll explain at the end, anyways. So I just need people that I know to mod, and if anybody would volunteer that's on here regularly that I know that I know will moderate the chat really well, I would appreciate it. If anybody can jump in and volunteer, I would appreciate it. So just let me know as we go on. And I'm going to get into this video because it's a pretty long video, and my daughter has softball at like 8 o'clock in the morning. So I can't be up all night. So let's start to get into it. If you want to volunteer to be a mod, please let me know. And let's get started.
So, for a little bit of context, in 2020, I posted this video, which was called Colleen Ballinger Stopped Lying 3 years ago. And then Colleen responded with a video called Addressing Everything. In my video, I focused on things.
I don't think I did, Rochelle. Are you still not a mod? I know I made you one a long time ago. I don't think I did. Hold on. I got to go into my actual chat on YouTube to actually see who's mods, but I don't think I did. Or maybe I made you a temporary one and I didn't want you to feel like you had to mod. I don't know. I know I've done that a lot in the chat before, but if you want to volunteer to mod, that would be great.
This was 2020. So I just turned 17.
And the DM from Kory read,
I just turned 17 in this video, and the purpose in making this video was because I found out that Colleen had been talking shit about me, and that Kory, who's her best friend and lives with her and is like, her best friend, had also been talking shit about me. And I kind of reached like a breaking point of like, I had done so much for this woman, and I, had like worked and giving her so much content with the Miranda character for so long. I mean, I literally fucking, as ridiculous as it sounds, from the ages of like, 14 to like 17,
Hold on.
helped this woman through so much, whether she'll want to admit that or not. It's fine. Talked her through her divorce, talked her through YouTube cancellations, talked her through falling out with her friends, like all these different things, right? And that was kind of what my video was focused on. It was focused on that I had like really formed a friendship, or what I thought was a friendship, with this woman.
Okay. Rochelle, do you mind being a mod? I know I made you a mod a long time ago. I don't know what happened to it. But I know you're always here, so I know you'll moderate the chat well. If anybody else wants to volunteer, just let me know if you do, Rochelle. I didn't boot you from being a mod. I don't know what happened. I know I cleaned out some of the mods that I did like temporarily one night because I do that sometimes, but just let me know.
And that was my main points. And that never really gets focused on when people bring up the video, which obviously is like the worst part about all of this for me personally.
Okay, I'm going to have to mute this person because like he's really disrupting the chat.
But anyway, whenever I posted this video, Colleen came out with a response, which was called Addressing Everything. And in the video, she states that out of respect for me and for my mother, she didn't want to make this video. And she didn't want to talk about me because I was a kid. She focuses on the fact that I was like a child. And she didn't want to, send hate my way or anything like that. It's now been confirmed that she was on a smear campaign of me. And like my idol, in every sense of the word, was like actively trying to take me down. And so there was a video that was posted at the time from after I posted my video from a creator called Cody Tyler, who's in the chat right now. And I knew their video was coming, and their video was basically trying to debunk my entire video. And I knew that the video was created because Colleen wanted the video to be created. The video was the reason that no one really took my video seriously. Like, Cody's video really blew up. And basically, it has been confirmed that Colleen was orchestrating everything through this person, Cody, to try take me down because she didn't want me, like, having a voice kind of thing, because there was, like, so much. So Cody has now posted a video 11 hours ago, basically revealing everything. And I watched this video this morning, and it just, I don't even want to say it made me feel like vindicated in any way, because like I think back on like that time and like how much, everything that happened really like affected me, and how everything at that time really, really fucked me up. And it's still stuff that I'm dealing with. And it's why, people are always like, oh, he always talks about this or something like this. First of all, this is someone else bringing it up.
Yeah, this person, I don't know who this person is. Their name is Cody. They uploaded this video, and this is what kind of sparked the whole thing. And then Adam's reacting to the video that this person uploaded.
And me responding to it. But basically, yeah, it has been confirmed that she was doing everything in her power to try, like, ruin me. And we're going to watch this, and we're going to talk. And so that's the context. And let's get into it. I'm watching from halfway in on this video from Cody whenever I get mentioned. If you want to watch Cody's experience with Colleen, spoiler, Colleen did to Cody what she did to me. And there was a time period where I hated Cody because my entire story got silenced because of Cody's video. But now I know that Colleen did to Cody what Colleen did to me for many years. She's a manipulative person who tries to take advantage of people. And this is what Cody's talking about. And now, today, the 4th of June, I can sit here and be like, I like relate to Cody now.
Oh,
and
God,
it's
I'm sorry, guys.
Say.
Sorry, I'm trying to listen to everything he's saying. Like I said, I have not watched this video. Sorry, it wasn't full screen.
And Cody is the person who, when I watched this video today, has made me feel not fucking crazy and not fucking deranged. And I've had people in my ear for the past 3 years calling me a liar, calling me manipulative, calling me obsessed, calling me all these different things. And it has just been proven today that I was none of those things. And that Colleen has done to someone else what she did to me, but in turn was trying to get this person to take me down because that's what she does. She goes through someone else. So I posted and was like, I'm having a really hard day. I just watched this video from an ex-Colleen fan exposing everything that happened and how Colleen tried to take down, and Cody responded and was like, I'm sorry it took me so long to say something about Colleen and Kory. I've been living in fear of these people and their fandom for too long. I'll forever be sorry that I played a part in what happened to you. And like I can say, I know Cody's in chat now, and I think I'm going to call Cody on video after I watch this, because I think Cody is probably one of the people that can relate to me.
So I think there was like this whole thing with this creator. Like, I was looking at Adam's Twitter before I jumped on here, and there was like, I think it was this person, like, I think they deleted everything. And there was like a big thing on somebody's live stream, which I don't understand. I'm still trying, like I said, you guys, I'm still trying to put this whole story together, which is why I wanted to watch this full video and kind of give my take on the situation. But I did see that on his Twitter right before I jumped on here, and it was like really intense. And if I'm not too tired, I might jump over to Adam's Twitter after we get done with this and kind of go through some of that stuff, because there were some other screenshots that Colleen had sent. There was some stuff about her asking people about their first period, which is really, really weird to me. And the way she like, I don't know. It's just so odd to me that an adult would be in a chat with a bunch of children saying these things. Like, I would never do that. Like, I just don't understand why you think it's appropriate to ask these kind of things to literal children. Don't agree with that. Never will. It's weird.
In what Colleen Ballinger is and what Colleen Ballinger does to people. And sorry for the long intro, but it's been a very weird day. And what I said earlier is I love.
Yeah, she's in her 30s.
Coming on my channel, and I love being a little, shady, and I love the tea, I love the gossip, I love everything.
And see, here's the thing. Her character, Miranda Sings, like my daughter used to watch Miranda Sings. Like that's how I knew, like kind of knew about Colleen Ballinger, because my daughter was watching the Miranda Sings channel and I was like, who the hell is that? And then it was right around the time that she found out she was pregnant. So that was probably, I don't know. How old is her son now? Like 4 or 5. So it's probably about 5 years ago I ran into Colleen and I thought the character was really weird. So like the character kind of appeals to children. So there's a lot of kids that follow her. And it's just weird being in a chat with little kids and kind of asking these questions. Like, that shit's none of your business. Like, and why are you asking kids that? Like, I just don't understand it.
And the reason that all stemmed, the reason that I do drama on my channel now is because if you want to know the truth, so when Shane Dawson was going through his cancellation, none of my friends wanted to talk to me about it. And then I thought back on the fact that, I can post this on YouTube, because whenever I made my video on Colleen, all these drama channels, all these channels made videos about me and like stealing my story and misconstruing my story and having an opinion on my story, which was the wrong opinion, because it was the wrong opinion, because now we're seeing that it was a manipulated opinion. So that's why all this stemmed. So I can sit here and acknowledge the fact that people are going to be like, oh, like I'm being manipulative now, or who's someone to trust me? That's why I'm like, I never thought this moment would come where there would be a video from Cody like this. But like I said, it's not that I feel validated, because I feel awful. Like, I feel awful that everything that I thought happened to me in that moment was actually true. I don't know if it was better if I just thought I was being delusional or something like that.
Is the other video better? Should I watch the other video? I haven't watched either video. Like, I want to watch the video that has the actual receipts of Colleen, like, messaging these kids and all that stuff. If I should switch videos, let me know. Because if that one's better, I'd rather react to that one than this one. I just want to watch the video that has the actual proof in it so I can give my opinion on it. Everybody's saying do the recent one. There's like a few people that said it. Switch it. Okay. All right, I'll switch it. I thought this video was the one that had all the receipts in it. Because I saw this video, like a clip of this video on his Twitter with the stuff about...
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel.
It's really loud in my ear. Is it this one? My relationship with Colleen Ballinger. This one, you guys? Hold on, I can't see the chat. Rochelle is not a Trisha Paytas stan. Stop it. She's not. This one? Yeah, that one. Okay, we'll watch this one. Oh my gosh, this one's an hour and 45 minutes. I don't know if I can...
Hi, everyone, and welcome back.
Well, we'll watch as much as I can. I have it on 1 point. He talks really fast. I don't think I can do 1.5.
To my YouTube channel. So I am aware that the last video I posted is being talked about a lot, and I wanted to continue on the conversation because it has completely left anything that I thought it was going to do. And basically what has ended up happening is something I never thought would happen, which is the Colleen Ballinger fandom are actually speaking up in my defense, and they are actually speaking up against their own stories against Colleen and Kory and the Ballinger family. And it is something I never thought I would ever see, especially back in 2020 whenever I posted that original video. I would have never believed you. And if you go over to my Twitter right now, there is literally hundreds of people who are speaking up about their experiences being in group chats with Colleen, being used by Colleen, being used by Kory. And we're going to get to like a bunch of things today.
Okay, yeah, this video has a lot of screenshots.
But I want to say thank you for people especially in general, speaking up for me or supporting me or whatever, especially to do with this. But it really means a lot to people within the fandom because I was there, and I know that a lot of people wanted to not believe me, and I know a lot of people wanted to take me down, especially back in 2020. And I know a lot of people who I was really good friends with have reached out and apologized to me. I've gotten apologies from a lot of people that were in the original Weenies group chat with me, and it has meant more than you can imagine to me. And I've also got an apology from one of my closest friends that I was friends with who turned on me. And basically, the general consensus is a lot of people saying, like, I've grown up and I've seen what happened, and I apologize for that. And it's just meant the entire world to me. So before I get into the video, what I want to say based on that context is I also have apologies to make. I want to start off with apologizing directly and publicly, and I've apologized privately as well, to Colleen Ballinger's ex-husband, Joshua David Evans. I want to extend the biggest apology to him. I spent years just coming at this man and attacking this man. And what we'll see today is it was a fueled conversation from Colleen, and I was always hyped up. And I was, 13 to like 15. However, I do want to take accountability, and my friends who were similar ages have apologized to me. So I want to come on here and say that I, in the most heartfelt way, apologize to Josh specifically, because he did not deserve anything that came his way. Anything. From me and from the fans and from everyone. I also want to apologize to Rebecca Zamolo and her husband Matt, who were friends of Colleen until they weren't friends of Colleen. And yet again, same consensus. It was that of me being told to, that they had really upset Colleen, and therefore I would take it out on them. And they didn't deserve how I treated them on social media, again, within that same time frame. I also want to apologize to Colleen fans, because from my years in the fandom, up until the age of 15, I was engaging in nasty behavior with Colleen, where we would talk shit about fans, or we would make fun of fans, or we would, just like degrade fans and stuff like that. And for engaging in those conversations, no matter what age I was, no matter if I was a child or what, I apologize to all of the fans that was ever involved, that I partook in that, because it wasn't right. They didn't deserve it. They also didn't know that it was happening, which is the worst part about it. And finally, I just want to apologize to anyone who ever crossed paths with Colleen in a negative way, because I probably treated you like absolute dog. And you didn't deserve that. You didn't ask for that. I was just very hyped up, and I had a very loud voice that I adored in my ear, and I apologize. I wanted to open the video with that because I've been reflecting a lot on the fact that like a lot of my like older friends have been reaching out to me, and I just wanted to open the video with that. But today's video, I have a lot to share, and I have so much more that I can share past this video, but I already know this.
And let me know if it is, and I'm sorry, there's really not much to say that he's apologizing to a bunch of people, but if it like starts freezing on you guys, let me know, because my internet always does that, and it gets all like, and I don't see it on my end, so just let me know that if you see it in the chat.
The video is going to be long, so first things first, I want to say that thank you for the support on the video, and also Colleen is on the new podcast with Trisha. It's called Oversharing, and they are actively blocking.
Come on, I asked to be respectful in the chat. Come on, that's not cool.
Reporting, deleting, mass flagging any comment that has to do with me, and I just think it is incredibly low that they are just silencing this entire thing. Colleen's comment section was filled with comments about this, asking her to address it, some negative, some just asking for an answer, all deleted. And I actually have proof of the Colleen and Trisha podcast,
delusional and optimistic to get it
in real time, deleting comments about me.
Yeah, I did see this. This is shady as hell. This is like, it's like you want to bury something, so you're deleting comments. It's not cool at all. And she's been ignoring all of this. She hasn't addressed it. I think Colleen has a show tonight. I think it's in Denver. I think it's going on like right now. And I did see that she is selling canceled merch, which is ironic. And I think she's doing it to take a jab at the situation. But I don't know if she sells that merch every show or not. I don't know. I don't know much about her shows at all.
So someone writes, "Justice for Adam. Justice for Adam." Okay.
Happen. We'll never do any episodes.
Yes.
We'll never do it again.
Yeah. It took me a minute to
Delete it.
going
Justice
on
for Adam.
I was like, okay, is this like, am I gonna like get excited and then it's not gonna happen, or like you're not serious?
Oh my God, that sounds so fast, you guys.
But and then I'm like, it's like a stupid person, and I'm just like, oh my God, we started this, and you're like, no, I was just kidding, Trish, I wasn't being serious. And I was like, okay, so
No, yeah. So
Delete it. Are you gonna apologize?
Delusions, but just, you know.
I have some crazy ones because it's like I'll watch TV
Delete
and I'll be
it.
like, and I'll literally
Rumor?
say, hold on, just
Delete it. Are we gonna address Adam? Delete it. Justice for Adam. Adam.
Oh, why am I not?
All deleted. Stop deleting comments. Justice for Adam. Justice for Adam. Delete it. Delete it. Justice for Adam. Delete it. Stop deleting comments. Justice for Adam. Delete it. What's your thoughts on Colleen's relationship with Adam? Delete it. Stop deleting. Justice for Adam. For Adam. Colleen, you're sick. Justice for Adam. So it's the same on the comment section, right?
Oh, he watches on 2x speed and I got it on sped up, so that's why it was so fast.
So I just want
like really fast.
to open it with that. And I also wanted to have this picture in the background, the entire video, to let you know what I looked like and what age I was when this shit started. I'm only 29, but this all started whenever I was not 20. So I have a list here and I have a lot of screenshots that I want to get to, and I want to kind of stay on track here. So I just want to do that update. And also to let you know about the fans coming forward, and also Colleen and Trisha deleting comments. So I want to give an update on Weenies, which is the group chat, and I can make it a full dedicated video on that if people want. Basically, like I said, got reached out to by a lot of people that were in this group chat with me, the Weenies. And DMs have been starting to be leaked by members in this group chat because they're all seeing how inappropriate it was now. And I just want to read through a couple of them, okay? So as we're aware of the infamous ones that are whenever I was 14, 15, and Colleen, I wrote that I was having a Q&A, a YouTube Q&A, and Colleen Ballinger, the 31-year-old, comments and goes, Adam, you need questions for your Q&A? Are you a virgin? To a 14, 15.
Yeah, see, like this right here. Unique questions for your Q&A. Are you a virgin? Like, why? Why would you ask that to a 14, 15-year-old? Like, that's just not right at all.
15-year-old.
In a chat with a bunch of kids, too. Actually really weird.
And then furthermore goes on and says, what's your favorite sexual position? What's your favorite position? So we're aware of that one, right?
That's even... I don't understand why adults would behave this way. I don't get it. Like, I would never, ever, ever ask that sort of thing to any kid. 14, 15, 13. No.
And I had ones in my camera roll that I, didn't read out, but I want to read out ones that the Weenies have sent me because these are like new things for me that I would like to share. So starting off, we have this one from the Weenies, which goes as following. So Colleen writes to the girls in the group, tell me all your thoughts when you had your first periods.
This is the one I saw on his Twitter, and it literally made me sick to my stomach. I mean, all these are really gross, but just how she just, I don't know, how she just drops this in a chat full of kids, and it's just like so easy for her.
Please and thank you. Just randomly, of course. And then she goes, example, I thought I shit myself because the blood was so dark in my underwear. She would just come in randomly and say stuff like that to a lot of people who were very underage. There was one person that was younger than me in the group, and then we were all relatively the same age, right?
Like, okay. Getting your period as a teenager is like, it's so hard to go through. It is so hard to go through. It's so hard to talk about. It's nobody's fucking business how you felt or anything like that. It's just creepy to ask that. It's creepy to ask what your favorite sex position is. It's creepy to ask, are you a virgin? Like, that is just, it's crossing the line. And if you can ask that kind of stuff so freely, there must be something wrong with you. Because those thoughts would never come to a normal, like, adult's mind to ask kids these kinds of questions, like, ever.
We have screenshots here that I want to get to as well, which is one that was sent to me.
I get it. Periods are a normal bodily function, but why are you asking a group full of kids about their first period? Like, it's something that's so private to a girl, and most teenage girls that get it, they do not want to talk about it. It's just something that's really hard to go through. So for her to like just drop that in a chat full of kids, I mean, it's just uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable thing to ask. That's my opinion on it. I don't know. If you're asking your girlfriend, your adult girlfriend, like about their period, that's one thing. But when you're asking literal children about their first period, that's another thing.
By one of my friends at the time. And I've never felt so embarrassed and so just disturbed and creeped out because I didn't even remember this. And then whenever I saw this, I remembered that this happened. And it's a screenshot that goes as following. So in the group chat, at this time, this was 2016, I think I was 14-ish. I write, my ass looks good today, y'all. This is how, we were a bunch of kids in this group, so we talked stupidly. This is how we talked. And everyone in the chat ignores me because they're like, oh, there Adam goes again. They would have their moments as well, right? Colleen comes into the chat after not responding to anything else and goes, pics, Adam, for me to send pics of my ass. And then I literally say, go away, bitch. So that was one that was sent to me by one of the girls in the group. And then there's moments in the group as well where we're going to get to this later on. But there's this one where, so.
Why would she say that? My ass looks so good today, y'all. Pics Adam.
That was one that was sent to me by one of the girls in the group. And then there's moments in the group as well where we're going to get to this later on. But there's this one where Colleen sends a tweet from a fan that says, Ballingers hate me and so do my parents. And then Colleen goes, they've deleted their tweets about dominoes, which was whatever the context was of that in the moment. And Colleen goes, and they're now playing victim. And what we're going to get to later on in the video is showing one-on-one that me and Colleen would make fun of her fans. I may as well get to one example right now. So this is a tattoo from a girl. I won't say her name actually. This is a tattoo from someone who was in the fandom. And she had a Colleen Ballinger tattoo. We used to rip the living out of her, making fun of her privately. Colleen included in those conversations. We all used to, with a Sharpie and a pen, literally redo the tattoo and make fun of her and make fun of her mental health for being like, why would someone want to do that? And Colleen would partake in those conversations. Colleen would partake in those conversations about someone who loved her so much and got a tattoo. Albeit, I would never get a tattoo like that, and it's being covered up now anyway. So at the time of this person loved Colleen so much that they were going to like every single show she was doing, or most of them in 2016. And Colleen's tour manager at the time, Suzanne, and me all became very close. And whenever I went to the 2016 show, we actually made jokes about this person. We made jokes about this person, and this was a common theme where we would find someone in the fandom that was doing something bizarre, and it would become an inside joke where we'd make fun of them. And then Colleen would be posting her meet and greet photos with said person, saying how much she loves her and appreciates her. She even posted about this tattoo, how much she loves this tattoo. Just another example, right? That I just have off the top of my head. So a few moments like that from the.
So I will say it's been kind of known on YouTube for a while that Colleen's kind of like, I guess you would say, I mean, a mean girl behind the scenes. Like she makes fun of other content creators. There was a big thing with like Jaclyn Hill. Jaclyn Hill had like mentioned something that Colleen had said to her, and she kind of puts on like this, I don't know, like on her regular normal channel from what I've watched on it, which I don't watch a lot of her content at all. She kind of puts on this good image, and then like her Miranda Sings character is like that character can say whatever. It's kind of like her alternate personality. It's probably her like her true personality with all this stuff coming out. But like this kind of stuff doesn't surprise me because it's kind of been known online that she's kind of like this mean girl behind the scenes, and she talks shit about a lot of people.
Weenies that have been, put forward, which I think kind of reiterate the conversation of how creepy Colleen sending lingerie was, especially if you rewatch that clip. It's Colleen and Kory being like, oh my god, I wonder if Adam would want it. And then me as a fan at that time wanting any attention was so, just was like, oh my god, yes, yes, yes. Then they sent it to me. And in the connotation of how inappropriate the relationship was, and we're going to get even more, as a 20-year-old, I'm like, this is creepy. This is creepy, creepy, creepy behavior. So we're going to get to more screenshots in a second. But one thing I want to say as well is a lot of people have been talking about their private conversations with Colleen and just that she would, comment on people's lives or whatever. If someone was going through something, she would message them and be like, give me the tea on this or whatever. And she used to very much so pretend to be interested in people's lives. One of the ways she did this with me was on Snapchat. She added me on Snapchat, and I'm pretty sure I was one of the only fans that she had added on Snapchat. Now, already as a sentence, it's a little bit weird that this grown woman in her 30s had added me on Snapchat. It was in 2017 or something like that, or 2018. So I would have been like 15, 16 or something like that.
And I'm also just nervous about like, it doesn't matter who I pick because I wouldn't just pick you. If I did it again, I picked 2 people last time. I ended up doing it for 3 because I did it for Eli too. So if I did it that I talk to privately in DMs and I'm picking favorites and I don't actually care about the fans because they don't consider you like a friend. So I'm nervous about Zib, and like it was really expensive to do last time. So I don't know if it's worth it for me to spend thousands and thousands of dollars for everyone to hate me.
And one of the main things I remember in particular was I was on holiday with my family and I would send a mer pic every day, or if I was at the beach or something like that. And one thing Colleen did was she loves body checking. And one thing she used to do that has stuck with me to this day is she would always compliment parts of my body that were very skinny. And this is something that has lasted with me for my entire life. I know a lot of people struggle with
Yeah, it's weird to have like a friendly relationship with a child online. I don't get
their
this.
bodies. I know a lot of people struggle with
I mean, it's one thing to interact with your fans, but to like privately do all this stuff, like in private group chats, send them private Snapchats. That was blurred. I don't know why that was blurred, but it looked like she was in a bathing suit. It's just kind of weird.
eating, and I know a lot of people struggle with stuff like that. And so to put into context, a lot of things that Colleen has talked about online have been body checking, and she talks often about, you know, body issues and stuff like that. I just want to let people know that a main reason that I have a lot of body issues is because my favorite person in the entire world was complimenting whenever my arms looked skinny or my legs looked skinny or something like that. And at that stage, my body was just developing. So you can imagine how many years I went through of trying to replicate.
Haley says, thank you so much, Haley. As a 34-year-old mother of 2, she comes off very immature and self-centered. I can't imagine talking to teens like this. Yeah, I agree. She does come off very immature and self-centered. And yeah, I could never talk to teens like this, ever. Like, this stuff wouldn't even come to my brain, like, ever. I just don't get it.
And even struggle with it to this day of trying to replicate that same body of like a 15-year-old, which is impossible at a 20-year-old.
Thank you again, Haley.
And I've been seeing a lot of people coming into my DMs talking about how they felt uncomfortable with how Colleen, you know, if she would compliment their selfies or something like that as well. And I think the overarching point here is that no YouTuber should be that involved in someone's life. And also no YouTuber should have their fans on Snapchat. Just a random point. Okay, now I want to move on to something to do with Kory before we jump right back to Colleen. So Kory is Colleen Ballinger's best friend. And there is a group chat. So the way there was the Weenies with me and my friends and Colleen and Jessica, Colleen's sister-in-law, there was a group chat called Kory's Clit. A lot of fans in it. And, you know, fans of very different ages. Let me say that. And first of all, I want to get to this threat that he sent them all, because around the time of my video, the messages in the group chat started getting leaked, and people in the group chat were, you know, very clearly uncomfortable with some sort of conversations going on because they were leaking them. And Kory sends into this group chat of people of very young ages and says, I swear to the Lord, if I find out you leak this info to your friends, I'll block you all forever. And that may sound like, oh, he's going to block, like, what a threat. When you're that obsessed with someone, that's the worst thing in the entire world. So just using the power dynamic. And then I got sent this of a voice memo from that same time period that Kory sent into that group chat. It is 6 minutes long. I've been sent a minute of it, and the person has told me that they may send me the rest of it as well. Let's listen to this. That Kory sent into this group chat.
And I think Kory deactivated his whole Twitter, like, after all this stuff came out, which makes everything even more guilty. Like, you don't deactivate everything and go dark after all this stuff comes out.
Hey everyone, it's Kory. I just wanted to record a voice memo because I have like a lot to say. But first of all, I just want to say that like I love all of you. Like you honestly mean so much to me.
Oh my God.
You have no idea. I know that it sounds weird because I'm a full-grown adult and some of you are younger.
I know it may sound weird to say that I love you all so much because I'm a grown adult and so many of you are so much younger, is the sentence he just said.
Oh my God. Blah, blah, blah. But I can honestly think of all of you like as my best friends. Like I don't have friends.
Oh,
and
God.
I'm a loner and I'm a loser. Like my only friend is Colleen. And like it's so comforting to like go online and talk to you guys and feel like loved and cared about, because I love and care about all of you. And I trust you, and like I like with all my friends I think.
Okay, I need mods. And I don't know if Rochelle's here. I never heard her say, like, yes, she would mod or not. I need mods. Let me know, because I can't keep up with the chat and watch this video and, like, try to listen. Let me know. Like, people I know, I got to know you. Like, I got to see you in these chats all the time. I got to know you. Let me know if anybody will mod, because I don't have any here. I have nobody.
To you, and when I'm angry and I feel better and I feel comfort.
He went in a group chat of what he said was a
Elle says, Kory's clip, my goodness, these are kids. Is that what he said? I thought that's what he said, but I thought he might have said something else and I misunderstood him and I didn't say anything. That's really what the name was? Oh my God. Thank you, Elle. Thank you for your super chat. Jesus Christ.
lot younger than him and is saying this. And all of this has started to unravel since I posted that video. And it is so validating and unfortunate at the same time. It's unfortunate that other people experience what I experienced, And it's validating that now people know that I wasn't lying because I wasn't just the only one.
Supported by you all, and I hope that I can do the same for you. But like this whole thing with Krista has just escalated into something really bad.
There was a drama happening, and so he's talking about that. So I wanted to play that, and now what I wanted to read out is a DM I got from someone who's in that group chat threatening me because people in the group chat sent me this information. I posted about it because.
Oh, did she say she would mod? I didn't see it come back up. I didn't know. I didn't see it come back up and say she would. I didn't want to make her a mod, and she don't want to be a mod. Rochelle, if you're still here, let me know you're here. Yeah.
It was very disturbing. And people in the group chat, 2 members.
Too many people don't like me in this thread. I love you though. Okay, just warn people if anybody's being out of hand, just mute them. I mean, if it's really out of hand, just mute them. I just need people that I know to mod, and we'll just see how it goes with people because I don't have anybody at all here. All right, I made you one. Okay. All right. And I think somebody else said that they weren't. Sorry, guys. I'm like trying to find. And Paula, I see you here. I'm pretty sure I do. There's so many names. We'll try you. Thank you so much for volunteering. And we'll see how that goes. Okay.
Aren't I threatening
I just don't want everybody fighting in the chat, and I don't want anybody to be disrespectful,
me?
And I can't read every single message while I'm trying to watch a video that I haven't watched and read his proof and all that stuff.
As if that'll do anything, but this is terrifying that years later, people in the group, I would hope it doesn't exist. I would hope it doesn't exist now.
AB says, thank you for your post. I'm in the process of finishing school and moving even further to being a physician's assistant. I sleep to your voice. Thank you kindly. Oh, thank you so much, AB. A lot of people says they fall asleep to my videos. So thank you. I really appreciate that. And congratulations. Congratulations. You'll get there. You'll get there.
Are actively defending this behavior. This is the DM I got. Adam, on behalf of everyone who was a part of the Kory's Clit grip, what a sentence. We don't hold a negative view of the fandom or its members and ask that you don't continue to share private messages, screenshots of the chat, or discuss it as you were not involved. You're entitled to your opinion of Colleen, Kory, etc., but that opinion doesn't apply to everyone. And we find it unfair, disrespectful, and self-serving that you continue to slander something you have no perception of or a biased perception of. Your negative experience in the past are valid, but directly tagging and slandering people on Twitter, Colleen and Kory is who they're talking about there, seems to be a ploy for you to grow your following and nothing more. So I respond and say, with so much love, I didn't bring it up. It was in the video that I was reacting to, Cody's video. I didn't bring any of this up. Did not resurface any of this. From my screenshots too, didn't resurface it. This is why I have to make these videos, because my story is being brought up and people are talking about my story and they're not me. Also, your message is very ironic because the only way the messages would have gotten out from this group chat and so many more behind the scenes means that someone in your chat leaked them and felt uncomfortable with them, or at least felt that there was a conversation.
Wait, I missed this. Whose DMs is he reading right now? Does anybody know? I missed that. Hold on, I gotta rewind it because I don't know what he's reading. Okay, so this is somebody in the group chat.
As you were not involved. You're entitled to your opinion of Colleen, Kory, etc., but that opinion doesn't apply to everyone. And we find it unfair, disrespectful, and
Oh, is Jamal here? Oh, thank God. I'm so glad if Jamal's here.
Serving.
Thank you, Jamal, for being here. I see people adding you.
That you continue to slander something you have no perception of or a biased perception of. Your negative experience in the past are valid, but directly tagging and slandering people on Twitter, Colleen and Kory is who they're talking about there, seems to be a ploy for you to grow your following and nothing more. So I respond and say, with so much love, I didn't bring it up. It was in the video that I was reacting to, Cody's video. I didn't bring any of this up. Did not resurface any of this. From my screenshots too, didn't resurface it. This is why I have to make these videos, because my story is being brought up and people are talking about my story and they're not me. Also, your message is very ironic because the only way the messages would have gotten out from this group chat and so many more behind the scenes means that someone in your chat leaked them and felt uncomfortable with them, or at least felt that there was a conversation about them. Nobody else. And again, I never shared them unless it was in a video.
Let's see here. Haley says y'all defended her saying he was 15 or clearly under 25. Your prefrontal cortex isn't developed, you are easily susceptible to predators. Yeah, that's true. I mean, 15 is pretty young, and this kind of stuff going on in chats and manipulation and that sort of thing. It's very easy to manipulate. I mean, if you're like maybe like 17 going on 18, it's one thing. I still think your brain's not like fully developed, and it's easy to manipulate people that are way younger, because yeah, you're not fully developed. 15 is really young. 15 is really, really young. So I totally agree. Thank you, Haley.
I was reacting to, or a tweet someone sent to me. So take this issue with the members of the chat leaking stuff, or people posting it to discuss. We have a response. You do mention things in your group chats and your tweets, though, and draw direct attention to them. This person is so unfortunately manipulated that they're still defending this relationship. That's why people need to still talk about this. I got out of it. So many did. This person didn't. The member of this chat who
Yeah, Jennifer says he was 13 when he started.
shared the screenshots, shared them because at the time she wanted, because as admitted to her, she wanted to share that she was receiving messages from someone she idolized. So congratulations, you just played into the card that I've been saying about how this is very abusive. I'm not looking for a patronizing conversation. Just wait till you get to the next message, though. I just want you to be aware that not everyone shares the same view as you do. As if I've done something wrong here. And it's unfair to speak on behalf of the whole fandom who don't share the same beliefs. Well, in the past 24 hours, a lot of them definitely do. Genuinely, why are you bringing up the same beef you had 3 years ago? Because I just got validated 48 hours ago. And then I go, how is it the same beef from 3 years ago when new message and info has just been released that has now changed everything? And then they go on and then they don't respond to me anymore. And then other people in their chat, but I'm not going to, just to give you a taste, right, of like what I'm currently dealing with these like people who have not gotten out of this yet. So there's people out there that have not gotten out of this yet. Something else I want to bring up about Kory before I have two things about Kory before I move on, and then we're going to get back to Colleen. So Kory, first of all, has deleted every single tweet that he's ever done to someone, not all of his tweets. So got rid of all of that evidence, and then there was more that people were.
So I kind of look at this too, like from, I mean, like the stuff with James Charles, for example. He was in underage guys' DMs, manipulating them, using the power imbalance. This is kind of like, I mean, even though he was trying to do more with them than this situation, it's kind of, he used his power to kind of manipulate these guys into getting what he wanted. And those guys were only like 16, 17 years old. These kids are even younger during this time. And it's very easy for somebody that has a massive platform, somebody that you idolize. It's very easy to manipulate people and do this sort of thing.
Showing, and then ended up deleting his account. If you're not,
and it got really inappropriate at times too, and that's where it's really, really bad.
Guilty, why are you running from social media? And then I got sent this today. So there's a section of the Colleen fandom that are now no longer in the Colleen fandom, but they're, kind of coming back and talking about everything ever since I posted my video. And one of my friends sent me this. So one of the people in the X fandom tweets.
So here's the thing too, like, I'm just going to kind of say this right here too, because when this came out 3 years ago, like when he first posted his video 3 years ago, and I think it was way before I had a channel, I believe. When he first posted his video, like, I believed everything he said, and then more stuff came out, and there was some stuff that Adam wasn't completely honest about, which made me change my mind about the situation. If I really understand why he didn't put all this stuff out during that time, because I think a lot of people would have had like a completely different perspective on the situation, and I had a different opinion on the situation, which I think there's a video up on I think I pretty much have taken down most of the videos that I've made about this, because they were videos where I had like, I don't know, a voice filter on, and I didn't like the videos anymore, and I took them down like a really long time ago. And when she posted that video, there was more context to the situation, and a lot of people changed their minds about it. And I was one of those people that had a difference of opinion when this came out 3 years ago. And I apologize now, Adam, if you're watching, I do apologize, because the conversations that are in these DMs, like, it's just not okay. You're not, if you're an adult having these conversations with kids and private group chats, no. There's something not right with you, period. And I sincerely apologize, because this isn't right. I do not think it's right whatsoever. And I think there's been a lot that's come out about Colleen over the past year that has made me like side eye her. I think there was like one of her shows. She was doing something really weird with a kid on stage. I can't remember exactly what it was. That was kind of weird. And there were some things about, I think Paige made a video on it about some stuff about like her charities being really shady. Um, and then like this podcast with Trisha, I think that's kind of weird, associated with Trisha Paytas of all people. I mean, there's just been a lot of stuff that's come out about her like since all this happened that's kind of made me look at her differently. And I don't really, ever since she started like blasting her kids all over the internet, like that's just wrong. I don't agree with that either. I mean, there's just so much stuff. I'm just beginning to think like all of these people are just like horrible people. All these people with these platforms are just horrible people because there's just like horrible stuff that comes out about so many of these YouTubers, and it's just like a problem. So, I do apologize to you, Adam. I actually tried to reach out to you, but I couldn't on Instagram, and I don't have a Twitter anymore. So, if you're watching, I do apologize. And I didn't want to be silent for like the next month because I'm not really streaming at all. And I probably will be gone after this for a while, taking another break. And I'll kind of explain that at the end of the video because I don't really want to get into my personal stuff while I'm kind of talking about this stuff. But I just didn't want anybody to think that I was like ignoring the situation, and because I did have a difference of opinion on it at the time. But this stuff's really bad. It's just not good at all. And if she doesn't address it and just ignores it and lets it like blow over, tries to let it blow. Oh, Adam, you are here. I'm glad you're here because I tried to reach out to you on Instagram and I couldn't, and your account wouldn't come up. I'm so glad you're here. I sincerely apologize. I was wrong about the situation, and I want you to know that. And with all this stuff coming out, I don't condone it. I do not support Colleen Ballinger whatsoever. And I'm really sorry you had to go through all this. And I'm really sorry that so many people were against you 3 years ago when all this stuff came out, you know. But and I know we've had our differences and everything else, but this is genuine. I was wrong in the situation, and I just want you to know that, okay? And I'm glad the truth is coming out about her because this is not okay. And she's probably still doing it today with her fans. Well, obviously, because there's people that are still siding with her, and there's people that are DMing you and being mean. So, but I'm glad you're here.
There's a picture of Kory's balls in my camera roll, and when I saw this, I knew exactly what it meant. They went, "Oh, I meant bath bomb." And then my friend goes, "Can you send me that, please?" And they respond, "I'm not going to send you someone else's balls," even though they've clarified that they have Kory's.
Adam says, "I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You don't have to thank me. It's a genuine apology. I was wrong. And I'm really sorry. Really am. And I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad you heard me. I wasn't sure if you were going to be able to watch the stream or not, but I wanted you to know that."
Ball pics, literally balls, in their camera roll. And my friend goes, "Censor it." And they go, "I know you probably want to use that as evidence for Adam's video. I don't want the pictures nor need them. I've seen them, by the way, from whatever. I've seen them from years ago. I don't need to see them. I also don't need to post them. This is enough. They've confirmed that it happened. I know you want to use it as evidence for Adam's video, but I don't think this holds up since he pretty much deleted it immediately. Also, I'm sure that falls under revenge P, even though they've admitted they have it in their camera roll, which is really creepy years later." And then my friend goes, "Censor that part, but send the pic in general. Unless you have the context, send that." The person responds, "Nah, the context," so here you go, "was that Kory posted a picture of him floating in the bath, or of him in the bath, sorry. But you could see his balls floating in the bottom of the picture. He deleted it shortly after and claimed that you could see the remainder of bath bombs. And it's not like he sent it to me. He tweeted it and I downloaded it." Just something that's going on behind the scenes right now, by the way. I've unfortunately been reached out to by a couple people who've been involved in Colleen Ballinger's childhood cancer fundraisers behind the scenes.
Oh, he's talking about the fundraisers.
Will not share the text that I have received because unfortunately some of the people are not even here anymore. But there is so much shady shit that is being talked about right now that will come out about her childhood cancer fundraisers. And I would just like Colleen Ballinger to please post the receipts of every year, the exact amount of money she donated to the exact organizations. That's all I ask, please. That is all I ask. That's all I ask. Because the money goes into her bank account before it gets donated, and it sits for months. If I can ask for anything after everything I've been sent, I need Colleen Ballinger, please. I've donated. Thousands of people have donated. We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year. Please show the receipts. You're not being accused of anything. Please show the receipts of every single year, the exact amount of money that you donated to the exact amount of organizations and the amount of money that you personally donated as well. Please show it. Now, I have one thing about Eric before I get to all of my texts with Colleen. So Kory messaged Cody and basically implied that I was...
And she probably won't do that. Receipts.
Like, harassing Colleen. Because I had edited her face onto like provocative bodies. I cleared that up in my last video, but basically it was proven that Colleen was asking me to do that. But anyway, another thing that's brought up is he talks about something that was posted on a website, PH, and the conversation.
If there is shady stuff going on with those charities, that's really fucked up. Really bad.
Was basically implying that I was inappropriately harassing Colleen and Eric. And it was that I uploaded a video of Colleen and Eric onto this site. However, I have just found the evidence that, number one, Colleen thought it was funny and asked me to do it.
Oh, and Adam, if you're still here, any videos that I've talked about this, I'm going to take them down off the channel so it's not up anymore because the information has clearly changed. So I will be taking all of those down.
And number two,
if I have any left on my
Eric ends up so basically it was a kissing scene from Haters Back Off, and I uploaded it because it was literally in the group chat. Told it anyway, and the caption was "Young girl from Tacoma, Washington has her first kiss." Trolling, right? Eric uploads it on his personal Instagram, professional Instagram, sorry, and goes, "Whoever did this, you're a savage, and I believe in you." And Colleen liked it and commented laughing emojis too. So Kory is just lying on me yet again. Now let's get to Colleen. I'm just going to go in order of things I find interesting. Now, again, this is not my like Twitter conversations with her or Snapchat. This is just Instagram. So I'm just going to like read through some of these, and this is not all of my conversations. These are just things that I like wanted to read out or I want to give context for. So I'm just going to, as quickly as I can, go through as many of these. So I have this one that says, that's just in the US. She's talking about concert tickets, and she goes, "I'll give you tickets to the show." And she goes, "You have to come backstage and hang." Now, this was another one of her ploys that she would ask me to do things for her, and this was one of the rewards. I would get to come backstage and hang out with her. This never happened. She was lying here. It never, ever happened. And we'll get to that in a bit. She messages me on the 15th of March and goes, June, bitch, June. And I go, "What?" And she goes, "I don't remember the date. I'm doing 2 nights in Dublin. I'll give you as many tickets as you need. I'm trying to bring Eric. He's so sweet." And I go, "When are you announcing the dates?" "No, my exams are on while you're here." It was my GCSEs, really big exams. And she goes, "What? No, you're not coming at all? Why can't you just come after your exams? The show's at night." So it was in Dublin, so it was 4 hours. And I remember on Snapchat, she had messaged me and was like, "Is there any way you can get your parents to get you to do your exams at a different time to come and see her?" Just something to know as well. And she goes, "How far is Belfast? We might do a show there on the 9th and London on the 6th. Belfast is closer and it's on a weekend, so I'd be able to come. I'll give you whatever tickets you need. I'm trying to add that. I'll keep you posted. I hope it works out. I have to see you." All right. And then we go on and she goes, I sent her an outfit that I might have worn. She goes, "It's a cute look. I am, bitch." I go, "I hope you're having a good day." And she says, "I'm a happy C word, Belfast in Cork. Don't know the dates yet, but she's fucking touring Ireland, Henny." And then a couple days later, I sent a picture that she posted of her and Eric. And she goes, "Hee hee hee hee." And I go, "How are you not showing everything on the internet?" This is whenever I knew about their relationship, like months before they acknowledged it. And the crossover with Josh was something that I was aware of as well, which is why I apologize to Josh for literally just lying on the internet to defend Colleen and Eric's relationship. She goes, "I love it. Sometimes I want to brag about how great he is, but it's nice feeling like I don't have to." Another conversation on a different day. Jessica Ballinger, Colleen's sister-in-law, had bought Parker, her son, one of my merch t-shirts. And I was super excited for it. It was top to top my hamster on it. And I go, "Look at him. This woman is incredible. Every single thing I've done, she has supported me in," which is ironic because that is not actually the truth. And I just was incredibly manipulated by these people. And Colleen goes, "We all love you. So cute. We genuinely love you so much. And we are all appreciative of your support and love for us. We talk about you and the other cuties all the time and stalk you guys." Yet another example of her just blowing smoke up my ass so that I would be her favorite person in the entire world, or that I would be hers. That's one of the things that, here's the thing. She says this with a purpose. She doesn't love me. She doesn't care about me. Her immediate message right after that, before I even get to respond, is that's one of the things that made me more upset when there was rumors going around that all of your just views or paychecks to me. It offended me so much. You guys are my friends. We're not her friends, but she was getting called out on Gossip Garden at the time and for parasocial relationships, and said this to me, that she was upset. So I would go and harass the people on the Gossip Garden. So I go, "I love you. I'm going to continue to support you. It's my favorite thing to do." She goes, "Sorry to go squeent on you, but it's true." Squeent was because of queent. Squint was a word that she used to make fun of like fans that were like really, really, really like annoying and like overly just like, so we would say there were squints, and she would say it as well to like make fun of fans. And so that's her going, sorry to be all squint on you. And I go, you're fine. Y'all are my sunflowers, my happiness, my everything. So squinty. So basically her making a joke that she's being so soppy. And I genuinely mean that pride of you. She didn't mean any of this. At this time, I spent my night harassing people on this gossip site for saying that she doesn't care about her fans. Because look, she loves me. She loves me. I genuinely mean that. I'm proud of you. Keep posting videos and pushing that merch, Henny. You have a good work ethic. It'll take you far. Most people give up. Just bombing me with love because she wanted me to defend her on social media. One of the many, many, many times. All right. So she goes, oh my God, your hamster. Can I get a cute crop? I'll wear it to the meet and greet. So here was another example of I had just defended her and gotten in so, like these Gossip Garden used to bully the shit out of me because I was a kid defending her and they would make fun of everything to do with me. And this is all on the web right now, like web archive. This is like proven.
What's Gossip Garden? I've never heard of that before.
And she didn't care that I was getting backlash. She didn't care I was getting bullied. She didn't care that I was, you know, a kid was getting harassed online because she wasn't doing it herself. She was not the one getting the backlash. So then she goes, oh my God, I'll get a...
I don't even know how these people have the time to like have these conversations in private. God damn. Like it's just like a lot. And it sounds like they talked like for years in DMs. It's so weird.
Cute, you know, can I get a cute crop top? I'll wear it to your meet and greet about my merch. Oh my God, she's...
I have a hard time keeping up with my messages with my life. I don't understand how they have time for all this anyways. It's just weird. And you're like having conversations with all these kids.
Wear my merchandise to her meet and greet. I had like created my own merchandise. I was so excited she's gonna wear that to the meet and greet because I had just now done all these things for her. And spoiler, she didn't wear it to the meet and greet. She didn't wear it to the meet and greet, and she ended up wearing it months later on like an Instagram photo that she privately sent to me. And that was it. And I had like spent money getting it made private, like for her and stuff. Here's another one. Can I use these in my book? So she put me in her book with all these young pictures of her. Don't send me that photo. Getting my flights to Dublin this week. Yes. And I go, the internet has turned on Josh. His album is like 4 songs objectifying women, and people are reading into the lyrics and dragging him for being white trash, is what I said. She goes, really? I feel bad for his girlfriend. Sorry, I feel so bad for his girlfriend. He released an entire album about his ex, and he has a girlfriend. That's literally so mean. So Josh released an album, and Colleen's now telling me that that album was about Colleen, even though Josh had a new relationship, because Colleen was obsessed with Josh, even when she was with Eric. I feel so bad about his girlfriend. He released an entire album about his ex, and he has a girlfriend. That's so mean. Also, he stole tracks from popular songs, which is like illegal. Who's saying that though? On Twitter? See, she wanted to always see who was talking shit about Josh because it looked like everyone liked it. So she would also do her own little research about Josh. I haven't listened to the whole thing because I don't really like hearing lies about myself. All right. And then I start sending the hit comments, and she goes, oh my God, because that's what I would do. I would have to go and look for the stuff myself. And then she goes, I can't believe no one is calling him out for literally stealing a Jason Derulo song. And I go, did he sample it or steal it? And then she goes, I mean, it just sounds the exact same, just a note higher. Why is she talking to me? Why is she just talking shit about Josh to me? Who cares?
This is weird. I'm sorry. This is weird.
Cares. And by the way, this goes to validate that whenever she would literally have on Twitter like private conversations about her divorce. And by the way, I'm gonna quickly just remember that I have this. People didn't believe me that she talked about her divorce in the group chats. Here on Colleen's Weenies, she says, being screamed at every day for hours and being told you're a piece of shit is not love or making a marriage a priority. Just want to throw that out there. And protecting yourself and getting out of an emotionally abusive relationship is not giving up on a marriage. It's brave.
Oh my God. That's so fucking weird. I'm sorry. Why would you? I don't understand this. Like, why would you talk about your private life in a group chat like this?
So that's like things she would say publicly in the chat, and then she would have a lot privately with me. So there's your proof that she was doing that. Because people are like, there's no way a 30-year-old would be talking. There's your proof, by the way. So there's her talking shit about the album. She goes, I didn't see any comments like that. He broke up with her for me originally. So that's awkward.
How old is Adam during this time? This is weird. She's literally going on and on about her ex.
I just want him to stop talking about me, she says, even though he wasn't, she was. All right. It's a good song. I do like Jason Derulo. And then she goes, oh, so I say that she needs to do something about the meet and greet questions because people were starting to catch on about Eric Lean.
14.
And she was like, people why are people asking if we're dating? I've confirmed it like 699 times. Everyone knows it's so weird. So then she goes, what? I didn't see any of that. I just looked and saw the ones you were talking about. But yeah, he literally said he's not exploiting, but then puts her in a video. I don't want to watch thumbnails against my will. So this is about Josh again. And she's basically calling him transparent for being very obsessed with her. That's what those ones was. All right. So
What's happening? Is everything okay in the chat? Is everything okay in the chat? I just see somebody saying somebody's being mean. Everybody be nice, please. Everybody get along, please. Please, please, please. Everybody be respectful, please. Please.
we move on a little bit from that. There are many moments like that on Twitter and on Snapchat as well. Just proof that it's happening, by the way. And we're going to circle back to that because there's more about that. On the 14th of May, Colleen says, we get in this night. Let's hang out before the show. Lee hasn't booked, but he sent options. So basically, she wants to hang out before the show. So here is her doing something that I'm going to get excited about. I get to hang out with my favorite person in the entire world before the show. Oh my God, everyone else is going to be out at meet and greet. I'm going to be backstage. However, she immediately follows it up with, You Like Broken, which was one of Josh's songs on the album. I tweeted on my Twitter, oh my God, I actually enjoy this song. LOL, what have I become? So she said something, let's hang out before the show, then immediately to get me really, oh my God. And then we'll say something to try scare me a little bit so that I don't want to ruin it. And that's why she's like, You like Broken? And then, so I'm obviously going to be like, no, I was joking. She sends Phillips home. So basically she's implying that he's stolen the song, right? And I go, girl, I'm trolling. I haven't been able to listen more than 5 seconds of that shit. What's ironic is I actually really love that song. And I go, did you see the videos of Bella and her sister dancing to the album? Bella was a super fan of Josh and someone I actually consider a friend now. And I feel, oh, Bella is another person I will apologize to. Bella, there's no need for me to treat you how I did on social media. I can
Okay, what's going on? I'm not seeing what's going on in the chat. Rochelle, what's going on? Everybody's saying to unmod Rochelle. Okay. All right. Ahmad being disrespectful shouldn't have power over what? Not again, Rochelle. Rochelle's being really harsh. Okay, I don't know. I just know her. Okay, everybody. Okay, Rochelle, I'm gonna have to unmod you. Everybody's getting really mad. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to unmod you. I'm sorry. I just need everybody to get along. I don't want anybody being in stress or anything like that. Jamal's here anyways. He's like one of my OG mods. He knows how to mod the chat. All right, everybody, please be respectful, okay? All right, I don't have many people here like modding the chat. Okay.
I promise you, there was a very loud voice in my ear from Colleen, but that's not an excuse, and I apologize. No, I'm blocked. It's okay if you like the song because it's not his song. He steals tracks from famous songs. I'm just saying. And I'm like, no, I'm troll tweeting. And then here's another example of how the word she would use to make fun of her fans. I go, you look so cute. And she goes, haha, thanks. The squeens hate it. I like it. Basically, again, that's the word we would use to make fun of her fans. And here we have another one where I go, what's the tea? And she goes, what tea do you want? And I go, some good tea. And she goes, LOL, but what? And I go, did you see Josh following Eric accounts? And now the reason I texted her this was because she wrote about it in the group chat. And she goes, yes, so weird. He must be my biggest fan because I'm all he talks about. It's really weird. He has a girlfriend now, so I don't know why he doesn't just focus on her and stop lying about me and obsessing over me. It's really odd. I don't have much tea though. Do you? What do you know, bitch? Then I say about something that was happening, and she goes, tell me everything. Tell me everything about this tea. And it had to do with Josh. And I go, he was on that site when y'all were still legally married. So I guess it was something to do with him being on a dating site or something. And she goes, that wasn't the only site he was on. What does that mean? What does that mean? And why are you telling a child this? Why are you telling a 15-year-old this? How does this affect my life in any way? He was on all the dating apps the day after I broke up with him. Tell me more right now. He always goes off and lies about how I cheated when I literally never did. Well, he was dating tons of girls the entire
Did she cheat on him? Is that why they ended their marriage? I don't know much about Colleen. I really don't.
time. So hypocrite. Also tea. Also tell me more about the bakery stuff right now or I'm suing you. So the bakery was the Gossip Garden, and then they had a bakery version of it. It was basically gossip sites where Colleen would make me go and search for things. There you're literally seeing an example of where she's telling me to tell her everything that they're saying. This is what she used me for. She would love bomb me, make me feel like I had a friend, pretend to care about me, and I would just have to do all of her dirty work for her. Which is why a lot of people do not like me on the internet from this time period because
these conversations are really weird. I don't get I don't understand why you're having a conversation with a 14-year-old about your ex-husband or ex-boyfriend. Is it her husband or boyfriend?
They associate me with my behavior at that time. Even though I was 14, 15, 16, she was making me do this. All right. So then I open up to her about the bakery and I go, oh, but I'm saying too much now. And she goes, no, you're not. You've said nothing. So try again. I just gave you boiling hot tea and you gave me nothing. Come on, queen. So what I told her wasn't good enough. So she tells me, what the hell? I just gave you something really good. Give me more.
Yeah, it's kind of like she like brought all these like formed all these relationships with all these young impressionable kids, because there's like a lot more people than just Adam that were doing this stuff for her on social media. It seems like, to kind of attack anybody that had a negative opinion about her, defend her, kind of keep her image looking good. And she didn't really have to do any of this herself. She had all of her little fans, all of her fans do it for her. It's weird. I mean, it's just really weird.
And then I say about Josh apparently being on gossip sites, blah, 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 blah. But there's her being like, no, you're not. You've literally told me nothing. So sorry, full stop, try again. Wait, stuff we would do in front of him when we hang out together, the three of us never hung out about Eric, Josh, and Colleen. It's just shocking how often he makes shit up and people believe him. And like, it's 2018. Why is this still a thing? His perp girlfriend has to deal with him always talking about me. It's so weird. He can't fathom that maybe he treated me terribly and that's why I left. He's so cocky that he thinks the only way a woman would leave him is if they cheated. And I go, he's a weird one. And then we go on and we start approaching the time where I'm about to meet her for the Dublin show in 2018. And I go, are you still up for the Waxwork Museum? And she goes, obviously. So basically, in the time period on that, I did a lot of shit talking with Josh and leaking information that Josh was cheating and all like this, which I have no proof of at all. She was just telling me that it happened. And I bring the conversation to the...
So she was trying to destroy her ex, and she was using kids to destroy them, so she didn't have to do it herself, and creating lies online about him. Does anybody know like the background on her ex-husband? Like, did he like get a lot of hate for all this? Because I don't know much about her relationship with her ex. I only know that she's married to that one guy that she has kids with, and I don't even know his name. Let me know. Like, I'm just curious. I'm just curious if this guy got a lot of hate because of all the stuff that she manipulated behind the scenes.
The Wax Museum, which was whenever she was going to come to Dublin, we were going to hang out at the Wax Museum and then go to somewhere else and then go to dinner. By the way, all of that fell through. And we'll get to that in a second.
Sal says he got so much hate.
But here's her being like, obviously. And I go, should we book tickets now? And she...
So did everybody think that he cheated on her when she's the one that cheated on him? Is that kind of what I'm getting from all this?
Goes, no, we'll only be the ones there. We'll get tickets there. Haha. The reason she said that is because she canceled on me minutes before. She canceled on me literally like 30 minutes before and was like, oh, I'm hungry. Let's just get food instead. And only hung out with me for like 5 or 10 minutes. And so lied to me about going backstage, lied to me about hanging out with me, lied to me about this,
yeah.
But used that so I would...
Butters Love says, nice guy, just watch... Wait, Nice guy, just watch her videos in 2016. Her anniversary video, it was cringe. I'll have to go back and look at some of that stuff.
Call Josh a cheater.
I'm kind of curious about like all this stuff now, like on her social media. I'm sure she'll probably start like privating videos and stuff so people can't go back and look.
Ask Josh, leak information about Josh, defend her on gossip sites, get dragged on gossip sites, all at the age of 15, by the way. And then I go, I'm going to get into Dublin to make sure you're available. And she goes the day of the show.
Yeah, this is really weird. Like, I don't get this at all. What a little scheming. It's really like really scheming. Like, you're behind the scenes scheming all this stuff, using people on the internet that you don't even know personally. And they're kids that are like 13, 14, 15. Having them do all this stuff for you while they're probably getting hate themselves, while they're like leaking all this information, lies, because I'm sure this guy had fans too, because she's been online for a long time. So it's fucked up.
So, and then I say yes, and she goes, perfect. I don't know what the plan is. I don't know the plan. And I go, you better pick up your Instagram if you don't show up. And she goes, please, I'm not like that. What's ironic is she didn't ignore me, but she didn't do the plans. And she also didn't hang out with me and didn't fulfill anything. So maybe I was right. Maybe I knew in the back of my mind that she didn't care about me. So here's another example of whenever I sent from my Twitter, Mariah was watching fan covers of her songs, and one person who was reacting was wearing a Be Nice to People shirt, which was Josh merch. And she goes, oh my God, ugh, just like moments like that, right? And I said that Josh was on an ad on YouTube, and she goes, ew. So again, just things. And then closer to the show, so the show's on the 6th or 7th of June. On the 1st of June, she starts to segue that she doesn't care about me. I have sign check and stuff, so it'll probably just be the wax museum, and then I'll have to go. That didn't end up happening either. So then on the 7th of June, which I think, oh, it was the day before the show. So the day before the show. So I'm peak excited that I'm going to hang out with her tomorrow, right? I'm going to go to the wax museum. We're going to take pictures. We're going to vlog. We're going to whatever, right? On the day before. So I'm peak excited. I will do anything for her. I'm like willing to talk about anything. Whoa. Did his new girlfriend block you about Josh? And I go, yes. She goes, in caps, that's a big ass deal. And I said, when did you get to Ireland? And she said, this afternoon, then we're going to be drinking beer. I say that someone in the fandom, Fern, was showing me a video of her doing the water challenge, where they drink water and the other person makes you laugh and spit it on them during her show. And I was like, I would love to do it. Or she goes, want to do it? And I go, oh my God.
Does he show clips of the live shows, like the weird stuff that she's doing, like she did with kids that are on his Twitter? Does anybody know if he shows that in this video?
Sure. And she goes, you'll get soaking wet. And I go, I'm always wet. 15, by the way, I think I said this. She goes, true. Now, by the way, on the day of the show, I said to her, or she said to me, oh my God, one of my friends is going to do the water bit. It was like one of her friends. It wasn't Jonathan. I don't know who it was. It was one of her Ireland friends. And I was like, oh my God, I would have loved to do that. Can I do your bay section instead? And she said to me, no, you're way too old for that bit. Because that bit is where she brings a child on and basically like grooms them, and they put their hands down her trousers and stuff like that. And it's really weird. And here's a clip of us doing the water challenge in the end.
Oh, hey, what's up? Hi, what's your name? Adam, how are you? I'm good. Oh, good talk. Okay, I like your pants. They're very invisible. What? Just for you. Oh, it's a flirt. So, you guys all want to be famous on YouTube? Yes is the answer. Do you want to be on YouTube?
I'm already on it.
Oh, okay, sexy.
Can I be the new May?
You want to be the new bae? All right, have that competition. So you have a YouTube channel. Okay, what's that? I don't care. Let's see if you're actually a famous YouTuber, okay? Because we're all about to become famous YouTubers right now. Thanks, Adam. Give Adam a round of applause.
All right, so big day. It's the day of the show, 2018. I'm hanging out with Colleen for the first time in a long time, 2 years. 8th of June, I'm on my way to Dublin, 4-hour drive from Derry. My parents are driving me, my mom and dad. She goes, I haven't eaten today. Is it cool if we just get lunch instead of the wax museum, or would you be gutted? I'm literally going to eat my foot. And I go, oh, well, where do you want to meet? And she goes, we're staying right next to the wax museum, which is ironic because it would have been easy to go to the wax museum, but she just didn't want to she didn't care about me. She didn't care about me. Just any pub around here, I don't know. Do you want me to meet you at the door of the hotel? She goes, sure, we'll be running errands, be back soon. I go, which hotel? She says, the hotel. She goes, wait, no, meet us at Bunsen. It's a burger place right next to my hotel. So before I even get to Dublin, she goes for lunch that I'm supposedly meeting her at, right? She goes, I'm a tourist, I don't know where it is. And she sends me the address. She goes, I'll get you a burger and I'll get a table. Are your parents coming? What's happening? Oh my God, okay, this is good. I go, my parents hate me so much because my parents were driving me to Dublin with the purpose of hanging out with her. And then they were going to go and check into the hotel, right? Because me and Colleen were going to be going to the wax museum and then whatever. They would have like an hour slot. So then my parents are like, okay, what are we going to do? So then my parents are like, okay, did she not cancel on you? And they're pissed off at me and don't want me going to lunch with her because they're like, Adam, she's not being very nice to you right now. I remember that conversation. And I was like, no, she's just really busy. She's really sick right now. I remember justifying it to them. Wasn't showing them the messages. I was like, no, like, we're just going to meet for lunch now and, blah, 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 whatever. And they were like, okay, but when are we going to meet you after it? And it was literally that my parents, or that my dad checked into the hotel, and my mom ended up staying on the street. Because we didn't leave the street once we got to the burger place, by the way, because my mom knew that they had been there for a while and they weren't going to hang out with me. I think my mom was starting to catch on at that stage. So she stays on the street. I did not know that my mom was staying on the street, so it was news to me. And then I go, my parents are so mad, and she goes, wait, are your parents coming? What's happening? I'm confused. Because the worst thing for Colleen is for my parents to be there because she can't talk to me inappropriately. And I go, they're leaving me off. And she goes, we've sat down at the burger place. And she goes, let me order you one. I'm a mess. So before the time I'd even gotten there, they're eating and whatever. We're sitting by the window. And then she goes, Jesus, where are you? So literally right after that is my complaining that I'm not getting there on time, which is why they then didn't hang out with me for any longer than 5 minutes. I'm like, where is it? I was like, I don't know Dublin. I'm stressed out. Me and my mom and dad don't know where we're going. I sent you the address. I don't know Dublin. She goes, where are you? Your lunch is here. I'm on my way. And then I'm like, oh my God, y'all are going to be done. I'm sorry. And she goes, yeah, we are. LOL, I have to leave in 10 to 15, but you can walk with me to my hotel, which, by the way, was next door to it. So this thing that had been hung over my head for so long, for me harassing people online, bullying people online, defending her, slandering her ex-husband, this was this meeting of going to the wax museum, going to the park, and then going for food. Now I'm not even going to food with her after doing all of that for her. Don't sweat through your cute camel pants. And then I go, I'm outside, right? And now I want to show these messages that I sent to that my friend sent me today of us talking about Colleen. And this was before I knew that my mom was right beside, because thankfully my mother's intuition knew that, oh my God, if they're right beside and they've been there a while, they actually don't care about you and they're not. So anyway, so here's the message that I sent my friend. So I'm the one that is like the other one. Getting my mom to pick me up again. So I texted her, and my mom, by the way, arrived within 1 to 2 minutes because she was on the street watching. It was a windowed place, right? Yeah, she just left, and I was like, oh my God, I don't have service. It's on and off. My parents are in the hotel now. My dad was, my mom wasn't.
So
how am I going to get to Vicar Street, which was the venue, without being able to text them? What should I do? So I'm stressing out now. I feel that my parents are not there. I feel that Colleen has left me. I feel like I'm abandoned in a city I did not know. Thankfully, my mom was there, and thankfully she, you know, and she was like, shit, I'm late, and laughed about Colleen. I'm going to cry. This is horrible. I'm lost.
He was only 15 during this time.
I found my parents. So basically, there's your proof that my mom was literally on the street. So for like 3 minutes before I got in contact with my mom, who was on the street, just like off on, whatever. She was there because it's literally right after it. There was a couple minutes where I was like, oh my God, Colleen has now left me stranded in Dublin, like on my own. I'm like 15 years old, and she's left me stranded here. Like, she canceled on plans. The plans end up happening. It's 5 minutes maximum. Eric's outside the entire time smoking. I sit with her. She's sitting on her phone like this the entire time, pissed off at me. And then whenever I start opening up to her about talking about how excited I am for the show and also start talking about drama, she goes, can we get the bill? And she was like, we need to walk out now. We're late for sign check. I get 5 minutes with her. My friend goes, I'm so sorry, Adam. I'm so sorry. Please don't ever.
That's really like a letdown for a kid that's like a fan of yours, and it's done like a lot of stuff for you. Like, why is it so hard just to be a nice person? I mean, that's just messed up.
Or take her seriously again, but just enjoy your day. There's proof from that moment, by the way. I talk about Trisha is exposing Josh. So Colleen got in Trisha's ear, said all these lies that she told me about Josh, but also told them to Trisha. Trisha then goes on a manic Instagram story rant about how Josh is the worst person in the entire world, a cheater.
I can't believe she just left him there. I mean, that's just... Why are these people so horrible? I don't get it.
Hates his new girlfriend. It's all about bullying this new girlfriend. And I go, Trisha's exposing Josh. She ended and exposed him. Love that. He's getting dragged everywhere. Colleen, pretending she has no idea what's going on, goes, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I go, everyone's turning on him. Her fan base are attacking him. She goes, fuck, oh my God. He will love it though. He wants views. He will get the views. And I go, not when his ratio of dislikes to likes is overpowering. She goes, no way, seriously, I haven't seen them. And I go, you will. And she goes, I'm shook. Today has me shook. And I go, it's been a lot. Gossip Garden love me. They were like, that Adam character must be telling some truth when he's replying under Trisha's tweets. So Trisha must not be innocent. And she's like, oh my God, amazing. And then
she got Trisha to go after her ex-husband. Oh my God.
I send that the Gossip Garden were talking shit about Josh. And I go, these people who were sucking his dick days ago are now acting shady. You really won. And she goes, wow. So just an example now moving on of her making fun of fans. That's all we used to do, really. It was mostly on Snapchat, though. I mean, she's a little bit clever to not, put it down in writing. But here's one where she goes, do you have that meet and greet photo where a girl is holding up half a heart hand? It's from forever ago, because from forever ago, we used to make fun of it, which is awful. This poor fan who bought tickets to her show. Whatever. So I send a photo and she goes, LOL, you idiot. Do you know which one I'm talking about? It's not that one. No, there was one in particular. And then I send it, or she goes, no, there was one in particular of a girl awkwardly holding her hand up, and I didn't see it. It's the most awkward and glorious photo. I remember because you had sent it to me. And I go, oh yeah, and I send it. And she goes, oh my God, I love you. And then I post on like my
Kim says it seems like being horrible seems to be a requirement to be a big YouTuber. I guess so. Jesus.
Instagram story doing like this and like awkward smiling. And she posted on her story, and then we had an inside joke that we were making fun of this fan publicly. How awful is that? Right. Well, now I want to, now that you know that she trauma dumps, now that she knows she love bombs me to get things that she wants, that she was actively taking down Josh.
Yeah, I don't get that either. Why is she making fun of her own fan? Like, why would you do that? Those are the people that love and support you and that make you who you are. Why are you making fun of your own fans? Like, that just shows like she's not appreciative for anything that she has at all. You don't appreciate the people that love and support you and have given you the platform that you have and have given you that fancy house that you have, because without them, you wouldn't have all that money and all the followers and the people at your shows and everything else. So why are you making fun of those people? That's low. That's just so low.
To me, that she didn't care about me, to all this.
And most of them are kids, because that's who she appeals to, is kids. I mean, my kid used to watch the Miranda Sings character. That's how I first found out about her, because I thought it was weird. I thought it was a weird character. I didn't get it, but my daughter like loved watching it.
I'm already way too long into this video. I want to move on to the next section because I want to clear my name when it has to do with this next topic of what went wrong. If you want to know more, we can do more, but what went wrong? Let's do the next section of the video, okay? All right, so for the final section of this video, what I want to do is something that has infamously been shared, not by me. So I would actually like to share it myself and just go through everything. I mean, I don't need to hide any messages. I know that selective messages were being hidden when they were being sent to Kory by Colleen, but there was a lot that was left out. And I was made to feel like I was lying about everything that happened in terms of giving Colleen ideas or running the account or whatever. So I think that it's only fair, like I said prior, that Colleen was sending my screenshots, conversations. So I want to give the full context. I'm not going to leave anything out. And the only reason I'm doing this is because she did it first. She literally, in my video, my original one, I don't.
Yeah, I never got the character. Like, I didn't think she was funny or anything. Like I said, my daughter used to watch the YouTube videos of her, and I just didn't get it. I didn't think that stuff was funny. My daughter would laugh at her. She'd think she was funny. She was probably like 7, 8 watching her on YouTube, because she used to watch like a bunch of like channel, like it's when YouTube is really popular for kids to watch it. So, and the Miranda Sings, she stumbled across it one day and started watching her. So, but it didn't, like, my daughter's phase with her, it didn't last long. She got really tired of the content because it was like really repetitive. She like said the same things over and over again. They were just real short videos, and I don't know. It was just kind of an odd character. So I'm still actually surprised that people are into a character like that, like online today, because it just doesn't seem like a popular thing anymore. These types of characters with that dry humor, that only certain people can like find funny. I don't really understand why it's still popular today with her. But I mean, it seems like she goes on tours. I don't know how big these places are that she fills with her tours, if she's like really, really popular. The clips I see online, they look like small venues. I don't know.
Selective screenshots. She was sending everything. She was sending everything in her conversations with me, but was leaving out huge chunks. Whereas in my original video, everything that I showed had a purpose. She was doing it and trying to make me look really bad. So
I know I saw that. She's actually doing a show right now, and I wonder how many people showed up. And I wonder, you guys remember when like James Charles got exposed by Tati and he had that meet and greet? It was like at a mall or something. I mean, that was probably like it was a much bigger story, but he literally had nobody there. Absolutely nobody there. There was like a small little line of people, and it was pretty sad. And I almost wonder if that's almost like how her show went tonight. There was like not very many people there supporting her, because this story, it came out, I don't know, probably like a week ago or something like that. So a lot of people have had a chance to see what's going on with it. So I almost wonder how her show went tonight, because I know it was just starting when I jumped on this live, or it was like a little bit into it when I jumped on this live.
let's just go through. So this is in the conversation of giving.
What do I think about her making a podcast with Trisha? I think it's weird. I don't really understand my perspective on it. I don't really understand why Colleen started associating with Trisha, because anybody that associates with her, they get in major trouble. They just do for associating with her. I mean, look at that Meghan Trainor podcast that Trisha went on. Meghan Trainor got in like she got in deep shit over like comments about teachers and just associating with Trisha in general. I mean, it's just not good to associate with Trisha, especially given her history. And if you're going to support somebody that has that kind of stuff on the internet, I mean, like, she has openly admitted to abusing her partners. Like, why would you support somebody that has admitted to domestic abuse? Because that's never okay. And just all the lies that she's told, I don't get it. So I don't really understand why she decided it was a good idea to do a podcast with her. I don't get that. And it kind of tells me about the person that she is too, associating with somebody like that. Yeah, they're very, very similar, especially with all this stuff coming out. So I kind of had a feeling something big was going to go down with Colleen because of this podcast. And I don't know if this person decided to come forward because Colleen was getting some kind, because like it seems like when people get exposed for stuff online, they're usually like not in the best light at the time, because it's scary to come out against somebody that has a bigger platform and you have a small voice, and because they have these big fandoms, that they'll defend that person no matter what. So maybe this person decided to come forward with his receipts with Adam, because Colleen was kind of under the fire with some stuff with associating with Trisha. I don't know. I don't really get why she associated with Trisha and decided to do this podcast, because I kind of figured it was going to lead to her downfall, and it kind of is right now. So
Miranda Sings her content for years. So this is 2020. So this is the final, and I just spat everywhere. This is the final section of everything.
Yeah, there's definitely other people that she's done this to. There's got to be a lot more of her fans that she's manipulated to do this stuff for her behind the scenes. And, here's the thing. When you are like defending people or, writing comments on social media, people are going to attack back at you. And imagine being a 13, 14, 15-year-old writing comments about somebody that, is kind of pushing you to do this. Imagine some of the things that were said to these kids when they were out there defending Colleen, because people online can get really, really brutal. I mean, I'm in my 30s, and some of the stuff that's been said to me, like some of the low blows that get said to me, it affects me. So I couldn't imagine being 13, 14, 15 doing all this stuff for somebody that you care about, and this person is possibly making fun of you behind your back to other people in this fandom, and then you're putting stuff out there and then get attacked by other people for putting that stuff out there. Does that make sense? Like, some of the stuff that was said back at them, I'm sure was pretty brutal, and that messes with your head, especially being a kid. So
happening. This is it. Like, this is the fallout. This is what happened. So from the years 2017, 2018, 2019 was whenever I would give Colleen ideas, like over Snapchat or over Twitter or something like that. And then the final boss level was whenever she followed me on Instagram, because she didn't follow.
She had no business asking these kids or manipulating them in this way to do this stuff for her on social media. She had no business doing that whatsoever. And if somebody did that to my kid, I would be really fucking pissed. Really fucking pissed. And then if I found out that they were asking sexual questions to my child, I would be really fucking pissed too. Just not cool.
A lot of fans on Instagram back then, and it caused a lot of issues in the fandom, because everyone was like, why are you following Adam and you're not following us? Like, what's going on here? The reason was because we were having these conversations over here. We were having them on other platforms as well for the years prior, but definitely the last time everything was being sent over Instagram, because it was like the easiest message platform. So anyway, let's just go through it, right? So this is from sending the ideas to her saying that, oh, I don't give my password out to anyone, to then giving me the password, to then the tweets she approved, to then the backlash, to when she turned on me, and the voice memos I sent her and everything. This is it. Like, this is the final thing. This is my final communications with Colleen Ballinger. So on March 25th, 2020, I say, I want you to know I spend so much of this having to edit these cringe edits for Miranda's Twitter. So here I sent one of iCarly. Here I sent Michael Jackson. Like, it was just, stupid stuff. Here we have Colleen and Miranda as Kim and Taylor. I just have like a face chin picture of Miranda, because she would post all of these like ugly photos of Miranda, so she would get me to edit them. We just have little things here. We have Miranda Sings and iCarly. And then we have Miranda Sings edited.
Why, is something else going on with the mods? I don't know what's going on. I only have 2 people modding the chat now, and I don't know if Jamal's still here, because I haven't seen him comment in a while. And I have one person that doesn't normally mod, because I don't have any mods. I don't like, because I was gone for like a year. Alabama Y'all's here. Hey, Alabama Y'all. I was gone for like a year, and kind of like people forgot about the channel and probably don't even realize that I came back. And then I've been gone for like, I don't know, a month, maybe. I don't even know. Like, my fucking
as like,
been so fucking lately.
Like a man. I use like face app for this. This is an important one. Miranda Sings on the beach. Then I have Colleen being edited as Miranda. She liked to tweet them a lot, and just face chinned ones.
Elle says, Colleen already has a large subreddit dedicated to exposing her. Why would you go on a podcast with Trisha Paytas? It's like James Charles going on a podcast with Onision. Yeah, I don't get it. And I know, she has a pretty big subreddit dedicated to like exposing her. So, I mean, she's already been in hot water with other things before this podcast. So she had, I don't know. It's just, it's stupid. It's a stupid move to make, to associate yourself with somebody like that, because then stuff's going to start coming out about you. If you have stuff that you're trying to keep buried, it's not a good idea to associate with somebody that is like massively hated like Trisha. I mean, it's just common sense. I mean, if you know anything about the internet, that's not a good career move at all. It's just not. I don't know if she thought this podcast was going to be the next Frenemies and everybody was going to have redemption arcs and everything was just going to be all great. And both of them were just going to, you know, create this amazing podcast, but it's not going that way at all. And I've watched a little bit of that podcast. It's weird.
She responds and go, why does this one look like JD TV? So that's
Thank you, L, for your super chat.
Joshua David Evans TV. That was her ex-husband, Josh. That was his YouTube channel. It was like Joshua DTV, right? So she goes, why does this one look like JTV? And I go, ha 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 ha. And she sends this one. So basically making fun of how he looks with that one. And I go, stop, haha, oh my God. She goes, tell me I'm wrong. I go crying. I hate you so fucking much. Upload some of them, make the Miranda social media popping. I cannot unsee about the Josh thing. We need to start trolling again on the Miranda's Twitter. The last time we were asking for advice on what to do with Eric in Hawaii, I kind of planted the seed and now the relationship grew, which is literally proof that she told me about the relationship here. I'm literally talking about the Hawaii trip again. That's what I always talk about. She goes, haha, okay, yeah, I need to post more as Miranda. And I go, remember the Miranda Brazil campaign on the account? Never seen such hype. So here we have confirmation again that I was working for her in the past as well. Or when I got Kira and you to have beef, do you remember that? She goes, no, when she posted a picture of herself and the outfit was Miranda, she goes, LOL. Basically, there was a viral moment where the singer Kira was dressed as like red bottoms and like a gray top. And I tweeted on the Miranda account that it looked like Miranda Sings. And then Kira like responded or something like that, or Sierra, I think it is actually. So here's literally proof we're talking about that I worked, you know, and gave her so many things over the years, right? All right, so she liked all the tweets. So she sends me two things here, and I go, what an awful fucking page. So I have no idea what she sent me here, but I'm judging by this, it was someone that we probably hated.
All right, I can't have people. Okay, Alabama y'all's here, and I know Jamal's here. I'm gonna just have them two mod because I think people are getting upset. Like, it's no offense on anybody. I just want everybody to get along. And not fight. I can't have mods fighting with other people in the chat, okay? I know Alabama's here, and I know Jamal's here, and that they do a good job modding. Okay, it's no offense to anybody, okay? If you want to have, I get you want to have conversations with people. I just can't have moderators arguing with people in the chat, okay? All right. Jenna's attacking you? I don't even know. Everybody's just getting mad at the mods, and I can't have people getting mad at my mods. And I have two mods here, okay? It's nothing against nobody, okay? I'm not trying to make anybody mad. I need two mods that are just going to be neutral, and I think they're both here, and I think they're moderating the chat, okay? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make anybody mad, I promise.
Oh my God, aside from
I just want the chat to get along, okay?
that, you need to post more things as Miranda.
I don't like it when my chat gets all out of control and people get upset. I don't like people upset. I just don't at all.
Only post snippets of thumbnails, and when you upload a video, it's crickets. I know, it's honestly because I'm so busy. I go, the more you post though, it keeps the activity up, but I get it. She goes, I can't keep up with being a mom and running all my social medias and my YouTube channel, so I have to pick one, and I enjoy me more than Miranda, so I always pick that one. And I go, but your series is so good. She was doing a Miranda Sings series at the time. To waste your interactions on social media with just posting thumbnails. Well, she goes, well, then help me. So here again, she never likes to confirm that she literally kept coming to me for things. Here she's going, help me. And then prior, we confirmed that I was doing it for years anyway. By the way, she has said that none of this happened. She said she did this with all of her fans, but why did she only post my ideas then? I go, I can help you with this. I told you, I always do a good job with this. I've been training with Ballinger, which was my fan account at the time, for 7 years. Unfortunately, I know your brain, little job. And she goes, okay. And then she goes, I love all that. I don't know what now. How do we do this? So this was now her saying that she was giving up on Miranda. Like in years prior, she was excited to do Miranda. So whenever I would send ideas, she would love it and post it. Now
okay, Jen is not banned. She did get put in timeout for 300 seconds. I don't know why she did. And everybody's saying Jen did nothing wrong. I don't exactly know why. but Jen will be back soon. There's nothing I can do about it now that it's been done. Okay. So, Jen, I'm sorry if you were timed out for no reason. Kyla says, stop acting like you're a victim all the time, Mysterious. You have a channel. You continuously make excuses. I was gone for a year. Prepare, advance some mods. I like this. I wasn't even planning on streaming tonight. I didn't mean to make people mods that are making everybody mad. I'm sorry for everybody. I'm not making myself a victim at all. I just don't have any mods. That's why.
She was starting to, and I remember we did like a Snapchat call or something like that where she was like, I'm giving up on it. She was like, I just need you to help. And I mean, literally her messaging helped me. So this was the stage where she's like asking me, how do we do this? So this is no longer sending her ideas. This is her saying like, what do we do now? Like, how are you going to help me with this? And I go, well, how do you want to do this? All right. She goes, haha, I was born in, she's basically making a joke that she's old. And I go, granny, I don't know how I want to do this because I've never done it before. What were you thinking, boo? So again, this is very much so for the first time, she's like giving up on Miranda. Whereas before it wasn't like that. I go, well, you could change the Miranda password to a bunch of random numbers or something and then let me tweet on it. So it's a completely different password to your other social medias. And you could send the new number then basically, so she wouldn't have to give me her private information and I wouldn't need to have any of her passwords except for the Miranda one, right? And by the way, I just enjoyed sending Britney Spears pictures apparently this time. I would rather just post them myself. Not even Eric or my agents have my password. Can you send me the tweets and stuff and I'll post them? And I go, yeah, of course. So she was like, how are we going to do this? Whatever. Didn't want the tweet sent. No, I was like, okay, well, do you want me to like just tweet them then? She goes, no, like not even Eric or anyone has my password, which we'll go on to see that like that wasn't the case. And she ends up giving me her password. She's like, just take it. But here I am going like, yeah, of course. Like if you want to do that, like think. Here was the thing that I was so excited. I felt like I had a job. And there were so many conversations on Snapchat where she told me that once I got out of college, that this was going to be my job. And I was very delusional to think that I was going to have that. And I was very delusional to think that I was going to get income for this. And I was very delusional to think that she cared about my ideas at all because I never got credit. I never got credit. And there are so many viral moments of Miranda Sings that I have not gotten credit for. And it was all promised that if it went well, I would get the job. She goes on to say in a couple messages that that's what's going to happen. But over Snapchat for the years prior, she said that was going to happen. And it never did. And it was like, I'm so stupid like for doing it. I mean, this was 2020. So I would have been, it was whenever I was 16, 17. And I'm like, oh, like I would have thought like I would have known better, but like whatever, I was like 16. But it just felt like just like dangling it over me. And of course I was like, oh my God, the end goal is I'm going to work for my favorite YouTuber, my best friend. And basically she just got hundreds of ideas from me and used many of them. And I just never got anything for it. I go, yeah, of course. So here's me literally saying that I will do what she wants. Like if she doesn't want the password, great. If she wants the password, great. And I say that if she doesn't want to do the password, there's also an app called Buffer, which is basically I can submit the tweets and she has to approve them. Sorry, my dog Bonnie is right here if you hear snorting. She's a French bulldog. So basically all of this right here, Buffer kind can be username. I don't need the password. So basically I can send them in and then she approves them without needing a password. She goes, it's not that. It's that I want to approve everything before it's posted, which is so interesting because the crumbling of everything was because she said that the Meghan Trainor tweet was, my doing and whatever.
All right, you guys, let's let it go now. All right, let's let it go.
However,
I apologize to anybody that got blocked or anything. And Paula, I'm not trying to dish you either. So let's just let it go. Move on. Everybody get along. I know it's hard.
specifically saying multiple times that she has to approve everything, and she does. Yet she threw me under the bus whenever she got backlash from the
I don't know. My chat is never like this. Never. I don't know what is going on with the chat tonight. My chat's never like this. Ever.
And Trainer tweet, which I'll go on in a second, which was, and I was like, shit, I've like lost my job. And I've also lost my friend. There was not a job and there was not a friend. So can't we figure a way where you send me the stuff and I decide if I want to tweet it or not? I'm picky with how Miranda Sings, words things or phrases things. So she's making a big deal about this. And yet again, I'm saying, no, that's perfect. Don't worry. It's almost like she's pushing the like, oh no, I don't want to get the password. I don't want to get the password, which is, confirmed whenever she ends up just giving it to me like that. But I have no problem doing all this. And I did this for years, just texting her the ideas on Snapchat, on Twitter, on whatever. I was stupid enough that I gave this woman years worth of viral content with Miranda Sings. Furthermore, with Colleen Ballinger as well, with video ideas. And it's just like, first of all, I can't believe it. Like from the ages of like 14 to 16, I had that many ideas. I'm not saying they were great, but like, I mean, she thought they were fine enough until they weren't, obviously. So I would essentially take what you say and rework it for Miranda's tone, How's COVID in Ireland? It's pretty bad here. Her just pretending to care about me, and I go, pretty bad. So now I start sending the ideas. I think we talked on Snapchat or something around that hour, because I didn't have her phone number, but I did. It was Snapchat that we would, do the. So then I start sending them. So here I say Animal Crossing is, and I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Why did I give her everything? Why did I give her so many ideas? Why did I give her my work? Why did I edit these? I get the argument that I was 16, and I'm like almost like arguing against myself here because it pisses me off that I did this. Animal Crossing is viral right now. Posting that in relation to the game in the caption would do something well. And I have her edited onto Animal Crossing. And then I sent this Brittany because, Brittany's Instagram was being talked about a lot at this time. So here we have a bunch of edits. Brittany is viral again. I was like,
Y'all, the whole Britney thing. I want to talk about that so bad. I'm like so obsessed with that. Like I want to talk about it so bad, and I just haven't had the time to.
giving her all of these. Brittany is viral right now for using Instagram, so use these. Also, there's so many memes of this picture right now, so I find a pink Miranda picture. So this was the stupid love Lady Gaga thing. So I was like keeping up with trends for her. Dua Lipa. The new Dua Lipa album is out this week. There's viral moments about it because it was made forward due to being leaked. Bunch of tweets about it blowing up and the gays love and support her. I have this one where she has AirPods edited in and she's listening to Twice. Post these together with the caption like streaming Twice. Twice is a group name. They're an extremely popular and huge K-pop band. And we did that a couple times with BTS, and she got viral tweets because of the BTS fans being confused that Miranda Sings was tweeting about them. It wasn't Colleen's idea, and nor was it her editing the things. It was me. It was me doing it, and she took all the credit for it. I never once got credit for it. I never once got paid for it. I never once got the job that I was promised I was going to get. So anyway, I have this where she's not smiling. Then she sees Twice, the K-pop band, and she smiles. It was stupid stuff like that would go viral. And then I have tweet this, which is a picture of a car about to run over Miranda Sings. And I go, write this with a similar caption, would you knock me over for $100,000? You'll get a bunch of people quoting it with, I'll do it for free, which will be more traction to your tweet and your Twitter analytics will be up. Just like giving her everything. And by the way, she was like just reading these in the moment, right? The Mariah Carey skinny meme. And then, I don't even know the context of this one.
So a lot of these were actually on her public Twitter, and she used these. Damn, she really did use you, Adam. I'm really sorry. That's just... It does sound... It's just... She used him for a long time, and he, like, gave her all this stuff and did all that stuff. Can you imagine who else she did that to?
These two together talking about a new interview.
I guarantee he's not the only one that she took ideas from and was manipulating them to do all this stuff. I guarantee it. Because it sounds like she had a close relationship with a lot of these people. And she's probably still doing it today. Just think of the people that she's probably doing it to today. Now I kind of want to go through her, like, Miranda stuff and see if she's, like, tweeting anything weird like this out. Like, any, like, of these kind of, like, the stuff that Miranda Sings tweets out and says. I'm wondering if she still does that stuff. And I'm wondering if she's still getting it from other people.
Coming up, so it looks like a hamster is interviewing you and it's really stupid. Oh, so basically just like stupid shit, right? Then I have her on FaceTime to what's her name, Miranda Cosgrove, and I was like, when Michael Jackson calls me, because there was like a joke about Miranda Cosgrove looking like Michael Jackson, and there were so many ones of those she did as well that went viral. It was Aretha Franklin's birthday, so I was saying that Miranda should tweet happy birthday Aretha Franklin. PewDiePie did a bunch of tweets about BTS. Maybe you should as well. They're doing really well with analytics. I would if you do this, it'll work out well. Again, more things with K-pop. These tweets did really well, and she would send me the analytics over Snapchat, so I would be like comparing them. And again, just whatever. So here we have her holding her son, and she's looking really disgusted. And then her smiling, and she's holding Animal Crossing because Animal Crossing was going viral. So it was like these two together with that's better because Animal Crossing is all Twitter's talking about right now. And then we have basically Miranda Sings edited on iCarly with Brazil because there was a really weird meme online at this time about bring iCarly to Brazil. There's nothing I can really explain there. It's just like a meme online that iCarly were going to do a tour in Brazil. I don't know how it started, but every tweet that we did about Miranda Sings, Brazil, and iCarly always went viral. And there's so many moments she still hasn't deleted that are from Miranda Sings talking about coming to Brazil or bringing iCarly to Brazil or something like that. So I knew what I was doing as well. I knew what worked, what didn't. She knew that I knew what worked, what didn't, which is why she only came to me for them. I've spoken to so many people I was friends with in that moment, and none of them did this.
Wait, did he edit those pictures too? And she posted those on her Twitter? That was a full edited picture of Miranda with an iCarly thing.
Or if they did, she didn't use them. And if it was, she was promising a lot of people jobs. And no, by the way,
yeah, because editing this shit, it takes a lot of time. I don't care if it is just a little thumbnail. Do you know, guys? You guys know how long it takes me to edit my thumbnails? Like when I'm wanting to make a good thumbnail to post online, it takes me forever to edit those and make them look like I want them to.
Well, a big factor in the 2017 to 2018 to 2019 giving her ideas was, before there was ever talk of a job or payments, it was that, you know, she would be doing something for me. So it was very much so told that she was going to do this competition called Purple Heart Friendship, where she was doing a competition where 2 fans who've met because of Colleen in the fandom got flown out to VidCon. And she told me that she was going to do this competition and she was going to choose me to win. And basically, because of, you know, me helping her out. And she ended up choosing 2 other people because at a certain stage, I was like too busy to give ideas because I was working on coursework. So it was just like things would get dangled over me. And there was a moment as well where she was in Vancouver and she was doing Haters Back Off. And she said that she was going to give me a shout out on a shout out on her YouTube vlog. And it was all because, you know, I was helping her out a lot and stuff. And, you know, she was like, your YouTube's doing so well as well. And people need to see this video and blah, 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 blah. And these were all things on Snapchat, right? Or on Twitter. And basically, whatever happened that I didn't, you know, send a tweet or I didn't whatever, or maybe I didn't respond for a couple days or something, she ended up giving a shout out to someone else in the Weenies group chat that we were a part of's YouTube channel who had just been created, a girl called Ava. And she had like just uploaded her first video ever. And Colleen went out of her way to dedicate part of her vlog to getting her audience to go over and supporting Ava's channel as a way of saying F you to me because I hadn't done what she wanted in that moment. So just like things dangled over me. And then so I should have known that I was never going to get the job because that was years prior, but I was just stupid and naive. Okay, so here we go. And it would be so funny. Now you have to do, I have a secret, I have a Megan trainer. This being the first picture, then the reply with this. I never told you this. Megan, then this reply. It's random shit like this people will love and will confuse them. And that's why, sorry, my dog is just like falling asleep and she's like that. It's random shit like this people will love and will confuse them. And that's what the early Miranda era tweets were and why they performed so well. I think it, just ignore that background noise. So here's an important part because Colleen likes to run with the narrative behind the scenes that I tried to ruin her career by this cancellation of this Megan Trainor tweet, right? I think it would be funnier actually to write, I have a secret. I'm coming out today for you all. This has been so hard to come to terms with, but I'm proud. I stand before you today as a Megan Trainor fan. I hope you can all accept me. And then the rainbow and the heart. Wait, that's funny. So basically, I'm pretty sure we talked on Snapchat in between this time. I mean, I'll give her credit for something. She's very clever that she knows that she can talk on a platform that doesn't save the photos. But anyway, and then I say, and also, if you didn't like them, I have more of Miranda Sings edited in Animal Crossing.
Oh my God. He sent her a lot of stuff. Look at all that. He's like gone through like screens and screens and screens of thumbnails like that.
Because it was viral, and she goes, sorry, I opened it when I was dealing with the baby and I need to look at everything. Everything is amazing. What should I do first? So the last tweet that I had sent her was the Megan Trainor coming out tweet with all of the pictures, right? And can you accept me? And I'm proud, come to terms with it and stuff. She goes, everything is amazing. What should I do first? The Animal Crossing stuff. I'm shook by how much you did. It's viral. She goes, okay, I have so much more. She goes, I literally don't know what this is. I don't know what ones are Animal Crossing. So like, here's the thing. She didn't even know the context of like Animal Crossing, and those tweets were going viral. Because she didn't know what was.
Because she doesn't do her own stuff. She has other people doing for her. I'm sure the stuff that he didn't do, there's other people doing this stuff for her. She's not creative. I mean, this literally just shows she's not creative of her own character.
Popular, so that's why she was using me. I go, LMAO, it's the last 2 pictures I sent you. And caption what? To Insta or Twitter? And she goes, okay. I go, it's viral, so I would put it on both social medias, especially when people.
Or she's getting way too old to keep up with, like, I mean, when you get older, you kind of, it's kind of hard to keep up with what's trending, what people like, what kids like, that sort of thing. Or she was getting way too, like, she was getting up there in age and just couldn't keep up with the trends and what people thought was funny. So she rounded up a bunch of kids to do this shit for her. I don't know. It's just weird. And it's weird that it's a bunch of kids doing it too.
People can send the Instagram post to their friends. And she goes, thank you, master. I will report back later for my next Call of Duty. I'm just so stupid for her.
Exactly. Then hire a team to write this shit for you. Pay somebody. She's a millionaire. she's got bank. She's got a lot of money. She has multiple YouTube channels with millions of subscribers that used to get like, oh my God, the views that she used to get when YouTube was in its peak, the amount of money that she made on all those videos, all her little Miranda videos, all of that. She's got a lot of money, a lot of money. She's a massively followed person. Hire somebody, pay somebody to write this stuff for you. If you can't come up with the stuff now that people are going to be interested in, hire them, pay them to do it. And don't recruit kids to do it for you. At least pay them if that's what you're going to do.
Providing this woman with so much material. So much material.
Yeah, she had haters back off on Netflix. Yep. Can you imagine the deal she got on that? She was on Netflix. That's a big deal to have your own show on Netflix. That's a big deal. Broadway. Yep, she was on Broadway too, wasn't she? She's got a lot of money. A lot of money. So why is she doing this? Why is she doing this?
By the way, she said earlier, I don't want to give you my password because I want to, rework the captions. She would just take my captions as well. Everything that I did. Everything. So, when you're online, can I talk to you?
You don't make money on Broadway? I don't know. I don't know nothing about Broadway. I just know it's a big deal to be on Broadway.
Right, the next day, can I talk to you about what I find out? Just been doing analytics, counting, and research all night and morning. Because again, on Snapchat, she would ask me to do that. Oh my God, you're the cutest. Yes, what's up? Okay, so remember everything I'm saying is because I love you so much, and I'm trying to use my experience from the only time, because I was studying PR in school, I mix it with something I'm really passionate about, which is Miranda and the potential she still has on social media. And then I send voice memos, and I have not listened to these, I think, ever. So I'm sure they're going to be incredibly cringy. I don't want to play them, but she's already been sending all of this thing, to people. So, by the way, I'm 16 at this time, so I probably sound very cringy, and this is going to kill me, but
Gonna try and make these quick. I don't want to text you, don't want to read. Did a lot of statistics reading from Miranda. Basically,
my Derry accent's so strong. This is when I was living in Derry. I'm a lot of years out of Derry now.
On Twitter, the tweets about videos and thumbnails were doing a lot worse, but they were doing better on Instagram.
I would also edit her thumbnails for YouTube, by the way, but that's, confirmation.
And your tweets that were just random on Twitter were doing better, and then hyping up your videos about your tweets. Looked up your future projections for Twitter.
Why was I doing this for her? Why was I doing this for her?
Not so good, but it's kind of just what I was expecting because you don't really tweet on that account. Especially what you saw about the Animal Crossing tweet today.
Because it went viral.
It'll have 2,000 within 2 hours, and that's without you even posting for a long time. So the more you post on that account, this is the thing, the algorithm.
She was only on Broadway for a month. Why was she only on there for a month?
Because you're a verified account will always put you to the
Or does that just last a month? I don't know. I don't know nothing about Broadway. I'm not into musicals and that sort of thing. I'm kind of surprised she was even offered a role.
top because I did PR for a company called BFI Derry and BFI London, and they're verified as well. So I always posted a lot, and then it had the algorithm that pushed them to the top. I'm talking so fast because this cuts off at 1 minute.
I mean, I get she's popular, but I don't know. Broadway.
Oh, this one's not playing, whatever it is.
And I just really want you to know that the reason I'm always pushing this, because bitch, I was doing this back in 2017 too. You can't say you don't remember that.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God, I didn't even know I said that.
What did he say?
And I just really want you to know that the reason I'm always pushing this, because bitch, I was doing this back in 2017 too. You can't say you don't remember that.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God, I didn't even know I said that. Oh my God. Oh my God. She has ran on social media that I have been lying about this and that she gets ideas from just anybody. Oh my God.
I had this entire same conversation with you.
Oh my God. There you have it. Confirmed that I was doing this since 2017 for her. Oh my God. Oh, this makes me so upset. Because
I genuinely care about Miranda. I care about the account. I have the nostalgia of what reading those tweets for me back years ago felt like. And because I'm very up to date with pop culture and just different funny, weird shit that in my head, because I've grown up with Miranda culture. So I feel like I know Miranda. And by sending you saw what I was sending you last night and the way I was misspelling one word, maybe 2 words, just depending on the grammar or whatever like that. I feel like I've grown up in that culture. So I'm able to understand that. But it's just just having that little flag on your shoulder that can,
oh my gosh,
help push. But I definitely feel like there could be a big reinvention. And because of that, I'm determined to get to the point where I can continue to prove to you by sending you these different tweet things. And it's just if you can, keep up with posting them, because having big intervals will just, lead into like what it was. But just at that point.
Oh my, I'm just so stupid. So she's asking for my ideas. She's saying she needs help with character. On Snapchat, she's begging me for all of this. And still, I'm giving her everything. I'm making her go viral on Twitter and Instagram.
It's been a long time since I've watched her addressing everything video. Didn't she say like that Meghan Trainor thing was like the only thing that she really took of his or something? Am I remembering that correctly? Is that what she said in that apology video or whatever video she
I'm still
addressing everything?
Sending her voice memos being like, I'm trying to prove myself to you.
Where you can trust that, there's such a similar terms of...
and that she didn't ask him for this stuff and he just like had stuff ready for her, ready to go. And she said, okay.
Understand pop culture, but because I grew up with that sense of always understanding how Miranda writes fucking text, understands.
Oh, she was only on it for 3 weeks? Oh, yeah. She didn't make nothing for that.
Things, but then that mixed with, like different things of retweet this for something, incorporating different things that can always push the social media.
You're the best. I love you. Okay, master. What did I do now? I'm reading these texts and I realize this woman does not care about me at all. I just thought we were so equal, and I thought we were that's all she wants to talk to me. Okay, master, what do I do now? And I just go active posts.
Regardless of that, she has bank. She has money. YouTube has paid her very generously. Trust me. Getting that amount of views on videos like hers, she made a lot of fucking money on YouTube.
She goes
alone.
I know. I go, you need a little gay intern helping you. So I find some stats. She goes, I know the stats and they're really, really, really bad. I go, we can fix that, and we can. She goes, I know. So what should I post right now? And I go, we had this convo in 2017, but let's continue putting it into action in 2020. More proof that this has been something that was happening for years. You need to trust me with the regular post for the algorithm. Since she posted the Animal Crossing, I would post this Animal Crossing. She goes,
oh yeah, she did say that. She said that due to him being a minor, that she was uncomfortable sharing DMs in the original video, but not uncomfortable enough to get free labor from him. She did say that she wasn't going to share any of the DMs, or she said something to that effect. Yeah, she did. I remember her saying that, which is interesting.
I hate you, basically being like, it's so nasty. And I go, terrifying. And she goes, on both Instagram and Twitter. And I go, yes. She goes, okay, both those photos are just the Animal Crossing one and what caption? I go, these two on one post. And then I give her the caption, me during quarantine. And then tomorrow.
Oh, his mom asked her not to speak his name. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's why she said that. I remember her saying something about not showing his name and being uncomfortable because he was a minor, but it's kind of, I'm not trying to laugh at it, but she did say something about him being a minor and that she was uncomfortable doing this and that. But she is like behind the scenes asking him about his sex life, asking him what his favorite position is, talking about her relationship with her ex-husband. She wasn't uncomfortable enough not to say those things, but because she's publicly saying something, then she's uncomfortable.
See the Dua Lipa tweet, her album comes out then, the hype around her name.
That kind of just shows how shady she really is right there. Might have to go back and see what exactly she said there, because she did say something like that.
Will be good interactions on the tweet, and Dua will probably see the tweet and interact with it. And also today, if you want to tweet about an announcement coming out and say a time, and then at that time, post the Meghan Trainor coming out tweets, people will find it really funny at the trolling. They didn't. I'm posting the next episode of Quarantine tomorrow. Should I start teasing that? And should I post the Animal Crossing on both accounts now? I would post them now. Remember the pic of you and Flynn, post them ones. And about the quarantine promo, I would do that after doing the Meghan Trainor series of tweets. People will be tagging their friends in that and sharing it in group chats because it's really weird. And then boom, you have promo for your video. It's all about getting the overall numbers up for your final promo tweet. This is why I'm slow to respond sometimes. And then...
Dude, he's like a 15-year-old kid and he's given her... This just sounds so weird to me. He's a 15-year-old kid. He's giving her career advice. And she's like this big YouTuber with all these followers. And she doesn't know how to handle her own career. there's just something wrong with this picture, like, really, really wrong. It's just weird. You know? Does that make sense what I'm trying to say?
Oh my god, she's...
I mean, apparently his ideas were really good because they made her go viral over stuff, but it's just weird to me that somebody with a platform like hers is taking career advice from random kids that she's meeting on the internet. I I just find this so strange. And using his ideas.
She's like removed some of her tweet or some of her. Oh my goodness. I don't know what that is. I think she was sending me photos of Flynn, maybe, because I go, he's so cute. Then I say that I have a folder on my mind.
60 Girl says Josh handled it for her before they split, so she's used to kids to cover the gap. Gross. Oh, so did her ex-husband kind of like help her with all this stuff? Which kind of makes sense because that's when they started talking, right? And that's when all these DMs and stuff are coming out, was after that relationship. So was he kind of like the genius behind Miranda Sings at that time, and she didn't know what to do when they broke up? So she had to use people online to help her? I still don't understand why she didn't hire somebody. Even back then, she had money. She could have paid somebody to do all this stuff.
But called Miranda Tweets, and she goes, it's my dream. I posted on my story to promote the new Insta post. And I go, that's what I'm here for.
He was a singer and a performer professionally. How long were they together? Her and her ex-husband. Were they married or were they just like in a long relationship?
The amount of people you're confusing with your tweets is bringing back retro Miranda and how the social media was always. This won't play, whatever it is. And I go, are you planning on posting your thumbnail or snippet? And she goes, I don't know, depends on what I have time to do. And I go, okay, well.
Kai said she started exploiting her pregnancy and kids. And somebody reacted to a video of her, and it was when YouTube was really cracking down on like the kids stuff online. And she uploaded a video like bitching about it and like openly admitting that she knows that like P words are watching kids on the internet. And she was like saying like she doesn't understand why YouTube wasn't doing something about those people and why they were punishing the creators. And it's like the way she was talking about it was so strange to me. Like so strange. The video is very, very odd. But she was so mad at YouTube that she couldn't like exploit her kids online, basically. And then she knew the type of people that were watching that content. And she was bitching about how it was like, basically hurting the creator and not really stopping these people from engaging with these kids online. It was a very, very odd video. Somebody reacted to it. I can't remember. I watched it on somebody's channel and they reacted to it. And it was so strange to hear her bitching about it.
You do the announcement at a blank time, then the Meghan Trainor tweets, then the screenshots, and then the thumbnail, and then the video. And she goes, I don't understand what you're saying about Meghan.
Because YouTube basically, what they did, anything, and I don't know how certain people got around it, but because like people like the LeBrant family, if you go over to their YouTube right now, like none of their videos have comments on it. And when YouTube put that rule in place, anything that involved like a minor child, your comments were turned off and only certain ads could run on the channel. So it was basically taking income away from these family channels. And Colleen was like kind of bitching about that. And some creators got around it. Like the Ace family, if you go to their channel, they have full comments, but like the Brants, they don't. Colleen, all of her videos with her kids, she has full comments on them. So it's not affecting her too bad. But I mean, it's just like get your kids off the internet because these people are watching your children, and your children are getting shared in these groups of these disgusting people. That's what's happening. Dad Challenge Podcast. Yes, that's the person that reacted to the video. It was a very, very odd video of her. That's where I watched it. Thank you, Kai.
And I go, okay, so she asked me to reiterate the Meghan Trainor tweet. So I reiterate this tweet. if you do it and say that you have an announcement, and then, which is what happened, then tweet.
Thank you, Rochelle. I really appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate it.
That the Meghan Trainor tweets that I sent you of you coming out as a Meghan Trainor fan with those edited pictures. And she goes, when should I do that? She threw me under the bus behind the scenes saying that I was trying to take her down because of this tweet. And she has now gotten me to reiterate this tweet 3 times and has now said, when should I post it? So when everything goes wrong and I was made to feel crazy and made to feel like I set her up, and she was in group chats with Kory saying that that was my end goal and that was my end plan and stuff, and then no one's believing me. I didn't, you know. So I send the edit. With whatever caption you want, but imply a huge announcement coming in 15 minutes. And then 15 minutes after, the Meghan Trainor tweets. Everyone will be starting to think you're announcing something really big, and then you hit them with that. She goes, should I do that today or tomorrow? Again, confirming that she's on board with the tweet. Before I post the video, I say, today, what are you waiting for? Posting today gives attention for the video tomorrow. On the same day that she said that she doesn't trust anyone with her password, on the same day, she goes, okay, cool. I have a present for you, and I've never done this with anyone, but I'm trusting you. I remember getting that and like being like, oh my God, I've got the job. Like, I've done this for 17, 18, 19, 20. I've done this for 4 years. I've got the job. I was like, oh my God, I'm like freaking out. I was like, I've got the job. I go, oh my God, you're going to kill me. And she goes, because I'm so busy, I'm drowning today. And I go, I'm sending you love getting through that. She goes, I'm giving you the temporary password for Miranda. And, oh, well, that was the password. Secret Irish intern. I would assume that it's not that password anymore, but go crazy. That was it. She goes, this is not her password anymore. So, you know, it doesn't. She goes, I've got a present. Here's the password.
Would be funny if that was still her password. She forgot to change it.
Go crazy. I promise you I'll never do anything you won't or haven't approved. Thank you so much. I love you. I won't disappoint you. So then she goes on, and this message proves that we had conversations about this being a job. And how many times she told me that she was going to bring me on as an intern, I cannot.
Nola says it's weird that she would twitch this stuff if there's this proof. Like, she knows it would come out. So why? Something's weird with this whole situation. Yeah, if there was that much damning evidence against her, I know he did show these like some of these conversations in his original video, but there was a lot of stuff that wasn't in that video that's coming out right now. So I don't know. I don't know why you would risk it like she has.
Even count, but here we have the final time she said it. Right now, I'm considering you my social media intern. But if things go well, we can now talk about me hiring you part-time for an hourly rate. I don't like you.
If you got this much dark shit.
I don't like using your creativity and insight for free.
Yeah, I addressed that a little bit ago, and I told him I was taking all those down. I did while we were streaming just now. I apologized to Adam. I did have a different opinion about this 3 years ago. Well, I guess I take that back. When he originally uploaded his original video, this was before I had a YouTube channel. When he originally uploaded that video, I think I commented on that video, and it wasn't even like the mysterious account. It was like, because that was probably around the time when I knew about her and like my daughter was watching her a little bit. It was before I even had a YouTube channel. And I remember watching his video. I felt really, really bad for him. And then other stuff came out about it, and it changed my opinion on the situation. So yes, I did have other lives about it. I was wrong about the situation, obviously, because of all the stuff coming out. He was in the chat. He said he appreciates it. I'm glad that he was in the chat. I'm glad he heard me. I tried to reach out to him on Instagram, but I couldn't get to his Instagram, so I couldn't. And I tried to find his email because I honestly, you guys, and like I said, I will talk about it when we're done with this video. I wanted to address this situation, but I wasn't going to be able to address it for like weeks and weeks to come because there's just so much going on with me right now, and I probably won't be online for a while after this stream. But anyways, I tried to find his email. I couldn't find an email anywhere online about him. And I was like, well, you know what? I'm just going to stream it tonight and react to it. So, but yeah. So yes, there was streams. They're taken down. The reason they're taken down is because I said I was going to take them down, and I was wrong about the situation. So they're gone.
So just know I'm not planning on taking advantage of your help. 4 years. 4 years of work. 4 years of help.
Hang on, I gotta rewind this because I want to hear what she says in full, and I was reading the chat.
Making it official. We can now talk about me hiring you part-time for an hourly rate. I don't like using your creativity and insight for free. So just know I'm not planning on taking advantage of your help. 4 years. 4 years of work. 4 years of help. And I'm planning on making it official if it works. How does that sound, Queen? And I go, that sounds amazing. Thank you so much. I'm so stupid. I need the Miranda email, blah, 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 blah. Let me see if she sends the email. Hold on. Oh, no, she doesn't. Oh, wait, no, she doesn't.
Why did she randomly just decide to, like, let him control all this? Like, all of a sudden, it's almost like she wanted something to fail so that she could just drop him. I don't know. It's just a thought. Because, I mean, it's just so weird after 4 years of her taking his, like, ideas and him making, like, these little thumbnail pictures for her social media. Why all of a sudden she'd be like, oh, you know what? I think you should control the Miranda Sings account and go crazy with it. And then one thing goes bad. And then she's like, oh, sorry. This isn't going to work out. I don't know. It's just kind of odd to me.
Wait, you're all good, right? I see that you've been tweeting. I'm in. How you thinking?
Now that I see, like, how much he actually did, like, why didn't you ask him to do this 2 years ago? Like 2 years prior to that, or 3 years prior to that. You know, or maybe after 6 months of him giving you ideas and you post them on your social media, why didn't you ask him then to kind of help you out with things and pay him? Why after 4 years did you say, oh, I got a surprise for you. I'm going to let you control the Miranda Sings account. It's a test run. Even though I've used all your ideas for the past 4 years. I don't know. It's just kind of shady. It's almost like she wanted to, like, end this somehow. And this was her opportunity.
It's doing so well. So for context, within this time and what the Meghan Trainor tweet went up, that she had approved 4 or 3 times.
But I don't think she really realized, like, once she ended this relationship that he would go back and make a video about her. Because I think she probably thought that she had manipulated him so much that he wouldn't speak against her. And he's going up against somebody, like, with the... I mean, she has, like, 10 million, on her Miranda Sings and, like, 8 million on her Colleen Ballinger account at the time of this all happening. I don't know. Just some thoughts. I don't know.
And asked me to reiterate. And whenever I send it to her and she goes, should I post this tonight? I go, yes. She goes, here's the password. Go crazy. The tweets are doing so well. All right. And then I basically send her all of her fans being so happy. I mean, we have her fans saying, thank you for making me so happy tonight. See you in your concert in May. Someone said, this is the most you've been active in an entire year. Quarantine is making you bored. Someone said, thanks for making us smile during this time that you're online. Someone said, I'm so proud of you. For, you know, they were making a joke about it. They're so proud of you coming out as a Meghan Trainor fan. Someone said, hi, you're still alive, because she never tweeted. Someone said, you've now made my day, Colleen. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I was going through and following the fans, tweeting them, because again, we would have conversations.
Wait, I thought that post was, like, negative. These seem like positive, like, reactions to that post. The Meghan Trainor fan post. I thought that's why everything went bad.
Like tweeting back and forth as Miranda to the fans. She didn't have time to do it. So I was talking to all of her fans as her. You've made my night pretty great. It would be even better if you followed me. Love you, bye. And then I responded and followed her. You've been so active today, Miranda. I'm living for it. You're so active today. I've been having a really rough week, the roughest, and you're making me smile. Thank you so much. Another one. I love you so much, Miranda. Thank you, thank you, thank you for basically me interacting with the fans and tweeting them as Miranda and following them and DMing them. And I just want to know the impact you have on people. You're so loved. And yet again, I'm just feeding her ego. And the fandom has been wild all night. And basically in group chats that Miranda was a part of, people were saying this is the most active the fandom has been in months. The fandom is so great right now. She's been so active for 3 hours. Whoa. And she goes, aw. And I go, I hope I'm making you proud. And she goes, they would be so sad if they knew it wasn't me.
Yeah, they would. That's kind of shady too. You're having somebody else talk for Miranda Sings.
And I go, you know, you're making them so happy, them seeing Miranda tweet. She goes, thanks for doing this. So she goes, "Oh, I'm so sad that they're gonna think this is me. Thanks for doing this, though."
So he probably had to like type like Miranda, and Miranda types really weird too.
I'm so grateful, but I'm nervous they'll know it's not me responding to them. That would backfire terribly.
Oh shit.
They would be so mad, so now I'm stressed. And I went, they wouldn't. How would they know? But I'm so happy they're all living for it. And I go, they won't, and nobody will know. All right. She goes, so after saying that about the fans, she goes, do you feel like a secret agent spy? Because I was, undercover as Miranda, basically. Miranda's gaining so many followers, like talking to all of them and shit. Is 11-year-old Adam living for tweeting for Miranda? Thank you. So just goes on to show that she knew that whenever she was friends with me back then, that I was literally like 11, 12, 13. So like talking to them and shit. Is 11-year-old Adam living for tweeting as Miranda? Thank you. I go, it's weird. Enjoy your night. Got you. So now is when things crumble. She sends me this tweet. Someone says, I don't care that Miranda's a troll. Queer baiting isn't funny or a joke at Colleen B123. She goes, uh-oh. Am I going to get in trouble? Be careful. I don't want to be in a scandal and have to apologize. Please, please, please be careful. People are sensitive these days.
I don't want to be in a scandal and have to apologize. Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
So already, I have not done anything except for what she has asked or approved. Everything I've done has been approved. You've seen it. And then she went, go crazy. And I didn't go crazy. I did exactly what she approved. She was going to tweet the Meghan Trainor tweet and then was lazy and was like, here's the password, go crazy. But now is when it starts getting flipped around on me. And here's when I start stressing out because I'm like, I've lost the potential job and she's not going to trust me. And I've lost my friend and I'm starting to freak out because I'm like, oh my God, I've worked so many years to get to this point where she's trusted me. She's my friend. And I've ruined it. I have ruined it. And I was confused because I was like, I've ruined it, but I haven't done anything wrong. I'm 16 at this time, by the way. She's 33 at this time or something like that. 33, 34 or something like that. I don't know. People are so sensitive these days. This is one of the main reasons it's hard to do Miranda now. People have a hard time understanding satire and jokes, especially with sensitive subjects. But she approved it. She approved everything. She thought it was funny and she approved it all. I'm so glad everything is doing well, but even though you have the password, I need to approve everything you post to avoid problems. I hadn't done anything she hadn't approved. I literally had not done anything she had not approved. So she's flipped it around and now making me start to doubt myself. It might slow the process down, but we've got to be careful. I go, okay, noted. Everyone's finding it funny, but I will take it. I didn't mean for anyone to take it bad. I'm so sorry. Everyone was so excited about it. I'll run things fully past you now. Apologies. Even though I had. And then I go again, will do. I'm really sorry again. I ran that joke past you and everything went down really well. BTS fans were picking up on something that you were saying and they're holding a grudge against your character because she made a tweet making fun of BTS a couple months prior, so they were remembering it. And I'm like apologizing, but at the same time, I'm like, I ran everything past you. It's also very important to note that the thing about BTS fans, but I 100% agree with you and I apologize again. And I go, I promise you, it's only the BTS fans that are picking up on this. They were doing the same thing with PewDiePie whenever he provoked them. I'm really sorry. And then she responds at 5 a.m. and goes, I'm not mad. I'm just paranoid because everyone always gets mad at me and now I'll have to apologize. And oh my God, I love everything you've done today. It was magical to see everyone so happy and exciting to see Miranda come back to life. I don't know what this is. Oh no, I just liked it. Oh no.
Exactly, Noelle. She's talking about apologizing as if it's a bother to her. Yeah.
Oh no. She is going to get a notification right now that I have just unliked. And oh my God.
Wait, he's actually looking at these on Instagram. Did she not block him after everything? He has access to all this stuff still? Like, I would have thought that would have been the first thing she did. That's crazy. He still has access to all this. Well, she already knows. I mean, even though you liked her thing, she already knows everything's going on. So don't fret it. That's really surprising to me because that's like one of the number one things that people will do is block you right after you like expose them. So I'm really surprised you still had access to it.
Hey, Colleen. Oh, that's awkward.
Thank God, because you can read through it right now.
She will have just got a notification to her phone that I liked a message.
I doubt it. She probably has those turned off.
Oh, well, I've screenshotted everything anyway. And I love everything you've done. It was exciting to see Miranda come back to life. Thanks for letting me know. They scare me. about BTS fans. I go, I'm being so dead ass with you. They will always, you know, be very woke with you to whatever creator. It's happened to Jenna, PewDiePie, and Shane. By the way, this wasn't BTS fans' fault at all.
So she's really confident that people aren't going to leak all this information. If she's not blocking them or deleting messages, she's just really confident nobody's going to like put this out on social media. She's that confident. That kind of says something.
In fairness, Miranda did provoke them a couple times in the past with jokes and tweets and stuff like that. Oh, no. No. I'm pretty sure Miranda had done a video that was like, I don't want to say this, but I'm thinking of the BTS tweets where she was tweeting pretending to be a fan, and they were like, oh my god, you're pretending to be a fan and using them for clout. Wait, I'm pretty sure the BTS fans were rightfully pissed off because Colleen, I think, had made a video in the past being really problematic about BTS. Wait, yes, sorry, I'm wrong. I'm thinking of her provoking them by pretending to be a fan and then being like, stop pretending to use them for clout. But I'm pretty sure she did like a cover of their video or something and was really problematic in it. So I'm just justifying her, filling her ego, when the BTS fans were not doing anything wrong at all. Your followers are up. She goes, yay, queen of promo. I love tomorrow's episode. So this basic, you know, show thing that she was doing on her YouTube channel. By Brittany, she's iconic. Sorry, so this is just a conversation that's about problematic people like Shane, the Twitter reaction to them and how they use it. And Miranda is fictional, but I understand the sensitivity and you're rightfully careful, and I'm sorry. She goes, I think I used to have much more confidence with the character, but after cancel culture started getting crazy and after my show got canceled, I lost a lot of confidence. So many people said I deserved for it to be canceled about her show. I'm a has-been, not funny, etc. So it knocked the wind out of my sails. Plus, so many people turned against me because someone, her ex-husband Josh, spread nasty rumors and lied and said that I was a cheater. So I felt low about everything. The videos I liked didn't make any views. The videos I hate got attention, but it feels cheap because I don't enjoy them. Then I became a mom, and now I'm more sensitive than ever before. I go, I totally get that. Not the mom part, but I'll try. So even though I love my bitch Miranda, like literally I love playing Miranda, it's so fun, I don't do it as much because I'm too busy, but two, I can't handle people telling me to give it up. I'm washed up, no one likes me, I'm not funny, etc. I want just dumping on me for no reason. I want to think about, so this is why I wanted to help. This was why I helped over the years, because she would actively say that she was struggling with the character, and I wanted to help my friend out. Whoop-de-doo, I was stupid and naive.
Yeah, Jennifer, I saw that clip of Colleen with that child on stage. It was really weird. Really weird. And then I think Adam posted some stuff on his Twitter that was really, really strange. Like, she had like a kid act out that she was like going into labor or something. Like something really, really strange. And then she had another like teenager in a dress with her legs wide open. I don't really understand the context of that or why you have a kid on stage with her legs wide open in a dress and you act like she farts. It's just kind of strange. The character is just really strange to me.
I want to think of
it seems to all like intertwine with children too.
And a positive thing and not let it be tainted by the hate. Does that make sense? I go, yes. And she goes, they can come for you if you don't post things. I'm putting my baby to sleep again. He woke up, so I'm typing in a quiet room with arms. So, because I was like, do you want to send voice memos? You don't have to type. So that's why I'm not sending voice memos to you. No, I know what my live shows. They laugh harder than ever. I know it's funny. I know people like it. The internet just sucks because she was getting backlash.
Wait, what? Spitting on kids too. What? She spit on a kid? No.
I go, but you have to understand that, you know, whenever you play it safe with someone like Miranda on social media, it becomes very boring. She's an extreme character. That cancel culture or not, she's not going to be offensive, but she's also not going to be polished. So here's me saying,
spitting on you is the nastiest thing in the world. Like, absolute disgusting. I've been spit in the face before, and it's disgusting.
Not to be offensive.
She spit on a kid.
To be Miranda, but you just have to not be polished. All right. Okay, I deleted the gay tweets. Sorry, I'm too weak. I can't have people thinking I would make fun of the LGBTQ plus community.
Oh, is that what she did in that clip that he showed? She spit water on him? I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. So she spit on you in that show?
Don't hate me. And I go, no. So basically this is not.
That's gross.
Whenever it starts going down.
She did that on a stage in front of a bunch of people. That's disgusting.
The shitter, but she'd already approved the tweets. She loved them. I was getting too many hate tweets. I said, it was your call. Anyway, it's fine. She goes, not from K-pop stands, from people in the LGBTQ plus community asked me to delete it. Sad face. I go, that's no problem. I'm sorry about that. She goes, not your fault. She ends up saying in group chats that I was, and Kory, sorry.
No, she had that kid, the teenager. She was in a dress. She was on her back. Her legs were wide open. Miranda was standing over her, and then they like did this fart sound over the speaker. It was really weird. Like, I don't really understand why that child was in that position. it's just a weird clip. I'll have to pull it up because I haven't seen it in this video yet.
I was trying to take them down. You're so funny. I'm just too sensitive. It will take a while for me to get thick skin. Be patient with me. I said, it's all G. I'm just trying to work to reach the full potential. And she goes, I know. And I go, you know, Miranda's Twitter had a 64% rise in interactions today. She goes, I love you. And she goes,
yeah, I missed that part of the video that she spit on him. I probably was paying attention to the chat or something. I don't know. Or didn't see what she was doing in the video.
Thank you for everything, for always believing in me and always.
But that's fucking disgusting.
Helping me. And this is why I was stupid enough to help her over all these years without getting paid or recognition or anything, because she made me feel bad. She made me feel bad. So then I send the tweets that I, had posted that night. And she goes, LOL. I go, enjoy your night, relax, love you. And then she goes the next day, remember, don't post anything without my approval. And I liked it because I didn't. And then I go, that your series is doing well. And she goes, the next day, I am now getting an overwhelming amount of hate for the coming out stuff. I don't know what to do. It's like every other tweet right now on Colleen Twitter. I haven't even looked at Miranda's. I'm scared to. And I go, Miranda's Twitter is actually quite positive right now. And then I send this, scrolling through the Miranda account, showing that people were engaging well with the tweet and that they just thought it was like really bizarre. And so I'm like, well, your Miranda Twitter is, doing fine. But I guess she probably was wanting something to turn on me for, so whatever. So I send this video, right? She goes, well, what should I do? Should I address it? Even fans are mad. So at 16, I'm helping this woman get out of a scandal. I go, you can, but it's going to blow all over, or you can have faith that it'll blow over and people will not care. Also, if you want to do, the best thing is to say Miranda is a character. So basically, I don't know what to say here. I don't know what to literally say here. I don't know how to, you approved it. I thought it was, I don't know, my 16-year-old brain thought it was just funny. All right. You're going to be getting negative attention now whenever you apologize for this. I mean, I'm literally reiterating here that she already approved it. And then I'm literally writing apologies for her. I don't usually address Miranda controversies as a character, but now I know how it is and I apologize. I'm writing apologies for her. I'm sorry if my tweets weren't received well. It was 100% not my intention. She's asking me to write apologies for her. I replied to one person apologizing. The thing is, I agree with them. So now she's just fully turned on me. Queerbaiting is not a joke. I'm now sad that I've upset so many people. I'm sensitive. I'm near tears. So now was whenever I just lose it, because she's now saying to me, I agree with them and I agree with the backlash. And I'm like, but we were on the same page. We were on the same page. You gave me the password after approving the tweets.
I don't even understand why that tweet caused so much. It's just stupid. It's like coming out as a Meghan Trainor fan. Just a joke.
So much, and I hope you've seen the reach the character has and how many people loved you. I can officially tell you, there's a 78.
It really didn't sound like that many people were mad about it, though. I think she's just I think she was really trying to just find an excuse to drop him. This is what it really sounds like to me. He had all those screenshots of people thinking it was funny. And then a few people accuse her of queerbaiting. And then she's on board with them. And then I think she ends up leaving him on red. And then that's the last time they talked.
% rise in the interactions. That comes with gains of hundreds of followers. She goes, I love you, but I'm being dragged through the mud. I'm being canceled. She goes, I go, people will realize that this is,
And I still think it's really weird she randomly asked him to do this after 4 years of him just giving her free information.
Fake woke. Me being a 16-year-old, dumb in these messages, and they'll move on to the next thing. All day I've been observing it, and it's dying down. She goes.
And did you guys see the tweets of her using the F slur and stuff like that? There's all kinds of tweets of her talking normal conversation as Colleen. There's multiple tweets, and she does try so hard to act like an ally to the LGBTQ+. Yes.
And then I'm talking about Miranda should tweet a selfie. And people will not continue to run with the story past 1 or 2 tweets coming from them. They will get bored and realize that the reaction, to the tweet was unprovoked and it wasn't, as deep as what it was. And then she ignores me and then responds and goes, no, it's all everything people are talking about. I'm really upset. I never would post something like that. And now everyone thinks I'm homophobic. So it's my fault. I was the one who was trying to ruin her. I have now painted her as homophobic. I have now tried. I'm really, really, really upset. And I remember these, they won't play.
I really wish I could see this original post to see how many people were actually saying something. Because now that I have all this context and looking through all these years of him giving her stuff and her just randomly asking him to do this, and the first thing he does, it goes south like this. I don't know. It's suspicious.
Near tears, being I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought we were on the same page, but I'm so sorry and I would never do this to you. I remember them specifically. I've logged out and this situation
Oh, Noelle, I haven't seen all those.
will die down. People know you. They were so excited last night. Mob mentality will make them feel they have to believe a certain way. You had so many interactions last night and the fans were waiting for you to give them that moment. The series on YouTube has positive feedback and this will die down. I've logged out. I love you and I'm sorry this is past. She ignores me for a very long time after this. I get cut off. So from here to here, she stops messaging me, she stops interacting with me, and her and Kory start writing in other group chats that I'm not a part of, that I was running hate pages for her, that I was trying to take down her account, that I was behind everything, that I have it out for her, that I'm not a nice person, that... I'm not going to allow myself to get emotional because I got emotional in my last video, so I'm going to hold myself together here, but you have no idea how hard it was to get sent a bunch of messages that whenever I was like, oh, maybe she's just taking a moment, you know, not talking to me, to then find out that within that moment she was running with this narrative against me and trying to ruin me within the fandom and get people to turn on me and call me someone that was just trying to ruin her career and take her down. You've now seen everything that happened. It was not like that at all. At all. At all. So it was one of the most confusing things of all time. Like of all time. So not only have I lost a friend and lost a job, but I've now gained someone who's trying to like take me down. And this was before I ever posted any video. So it's Kory in a group chat. So Galaxy Colleen was an account online that was basically bullying Colleen and harassing Colleen.
It's just weird for a 30-year-old to like say, oh, you're my friend, with like all these little 14, 15-year-olds. I don't know. It's just weird. And it's people you never even met. I mean, I guess she has met him before, but I mean, like, she's saying she's friends with all these kids and everything, and they're fans that are online. You're not friends with them. Don't act like you are. Don't manipulate them.
And a really, really nasty account. And Kory writes in a group chat.
It's just really strange behavior from a couple of adults. And it makes you wonder what else is really going on. If they're doing this in private group chats, what are they doing that other people don't know about? You know?
Colleen thinks that this account is Adam, but you all say that it's Eden. But who is Eden? And I write, this is it. This is the end of us now. Well, there was no us, but this is the end of it.
And they're that confident to act that way in a group of kids on a on a private chat with a group of kids. They're confident enough to act that way and not thinking that anything is going to get leaked about them. Like, what else are they doing behind the scenes that other people don't know about? If you can talk that way in a group chat full of kids. It just makes you wonder, because that kind of stuff, it's just not stuff that comes to a normal adult's mind.
Being told by multiple people about how you and Kory have been running up. So by the way, she ignored me until this point, but of course she responded to this one because she was called out by a 16-year-old. Being told by multiple people how you and Kory have been running saying I run a hate account for people who support you, which is really disappointing that your mind goes to that place. I'm aware, and so are my parents, and I have screenshots of everything from the past few weeks that Kory has said about me.
The way she acts reminds me so much of James Charles. Like the messages and stuff, like all this, and I know like the James Charles situation is a completely different thing. No, I don't want a software update. It's a completely different thing, but the way he talked to like all the boys in the chats, it reminds me of how she talks to all these kids. Like, it's just really manipulative, using your power, like the power dynamic type thing. It reminds me a lot of the whole James Charles situation.
And in relation to you about me in these chats and also everything else before, but never thought you'd stood to that level, especially due to the 17-year age gap. Talk to me in 16 years if a 33-year-old takes advantage of Flynn for years, then runs shit talking him on Twitter. You want to play that game? Why do you even bother following me? So she now goes and says that I'm like harassing and threatening her son because I say, at 16 years old, this is a good message. Talk to me in 16 years if a 33-year-old takes advantage of Flynn the way you have, then shit talks him on Twitter. Taking advantage of? The entire first half of this video, that's taking advantage of. Colleen, speak to me if someone speaks to your son the way you've spoken, you creep. In DMs, to me, to my friends, to my ex-friends, to that. So that now she turns nasty, nasty. Takes advantage of Flynn, so she's ignored me until this point. What are you even talking about? What does Flynn have to do with anything? How dare you bring my son into your drama? into my drama when she was the one shit-talking me. I didn't say anything about you. I've never been anything but nice to you. I haven't said one word about you, and I'm not going to argue with you or talk smack with you. I wish you well, and I've always appreciated your support. But bringing my son again into your drama is way too far into my drama. All things that she has perfectly curated to take me down. But then my mom messages and says, this is Adam's mom. It's not nice when your child is brought into things. And Colleen, for all the messages that I've now for the first time shown my mom that you have messaged me, virgin, ass pics, sexual position, period talk, like all this, sex with your ex-husband, Josh's penis size, all this. That's why my mom now comes around and goes, if you had read it correctly,
Oh God, so gross.
you would say that he was not making a comparison. But when your child is brought into, like, how do you think she felt then as a mother, Colleen, since you want to play that card?
Okay.
But if you had read it correctly, you would have seen that he wasn't, and it was a comparison that was being made. Mother to mother, you may not understand. Never speak my son's name again until your sidekick, the same applies to him, which was Kory. And logging out. Oh, I was listening to Reputation by due respect. So there we have it. That was it. So as we're aware, Cody Tyler has now came forward that during this time, Colleen leaked all of these messages to Cody and said that I was a manipulative person, I was an evil person, I was trying to take her down, I was threatening her son, I was trying to ruin her career, I was doing this, when in reality, you've now seen the truth, that
So what? Okay, because I haven't seen Cody's video, and I was gonna watch Adam's first video, and then we switched to this one. So from what I'm understanding, Colleen was talking to another child at the time and was saying all this stuff about Adam and trying to manipulate things behind the scenes with another kid. Is that what I'm understanding correctly? So she jumped from one kid to another? Is that what I'm getting from this, you guys? Because I haven't watched that other video.
basically, from the years of 2017 to 2020, basically was Miranda Sings. And in 2020, was. And then she flips it around. She starts shit-talking my mom.
Oh, Cody's a full-grown adult? Oh, I didn't know that.
Kory
I haven't even watched the video of the other person.
starts doing the same. She makes her apology video. Cody has now confirmed in...
Is Cody like a friend of hers? I'm not sure who this person is. 33-year-old woman who also... So she was recruiting an adult to bully a kid? This situation's just really fucking weird.
their video, that she was actively spreading lies about me behind the scenes to people to make videos on me, so then she could make an apology video whenever I was already kicked down. So hopefully you can see now that I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, I get. Okay, Cody's 30 years old, and Cody was also trying to. Okay, I get it now. Sorry, you guys. I don't know the whole situation, and I don't know who Cody is.
Doesn't have anything to do with me being 16. Doesn't have anything to do with me being 16. I didn't do anything wrong.
But it's still weird, too, adults scheming to try to bring a 15-year-old kid down.
You've now seen how all of that unfolded. That's the truth. So how she was sending Cody things, selective and blah, blah, blah. That's the truth. If she's going to, start putting half-truths out there, make your own opinion. There it all is. So to close off this video, I didn't bring this up. Cody Tyler made a video without letting me really know, and it included screenshots of Colleen being inappropriate in group chats with me. So obviously I have to respond. I've never brought it there before. I had my original video. I'd never brought it there before. But in the wake of that, people who were in the group chat with me started sending me all these other ones of her, being more inappropriate. And I just was like, this woman used me. This woman groomed me. And I'm going to end it with the point that I made in my last video. No one on the internet during this was defending me. So as a 20-year-old, I'm going to defend my 17-year-old self. The conversations that you just witnessed throughout this entire video were all from Colleen, above the age of 30, and me from the age of 13 to 16. Do you know how, used that makes me feel? Like, how little that makes me feel? How stupid that makes it, how much I'm, doubting my intelligent growth? I feel stupid. I feel stupid that I allowed this to happen. And so all these screenshots of conversations with me and
What? Cody only posted the video recently because Kory blocked her, and this was her retaliation. She admitted it last night in a random stream.
Only whenever I was a minor and she wasn't being brought up again, of course I had to respond to it. I didn't start this. It was Cody's video, and you know what? I'm glad Cody posted that video. Because it allows me now the opportunity to basically just openly talk.
Man, you should have just released all this a long time ago. She's a really sick person. She's weird. There's something not right with her.
So there's that. I will see you in my next one. And bye.
Yeah. This thing just twists and turns and all kinds of shit. I'm gonna pull up because I know Adam has some videos on his Twitter, and then I'm gonna jump off here because it's 1:00 in the morning. My daughter has I have to fucking be like 45 minutes away for a softball game at 8:30 in the morning. So we're gonna have to get up really early. And myself has trouble hearing alarms, so it's gonna be a fun morning. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right. Let me find his Twitter real fast. Because I do want to play some of those clips that were not in his video. And I don't know if it's going to let me search this stuff. It seems like the chat has calmed down, which is good. Y'all, I don't know what happened to my chat earlier because my chat is always pretty laid back. But there's like so many people fighting tonight. Why can't I search anything on Twitter? I guess I have to log in. I don't even know my password. Hang on, you guys. Sorry. Next. Oh, good. It filled in the information. God. Dude, I don't want to put my phone number in this. Hang on, guys. Sorry. I don't know why Twitter always asks this stupid random shit. This isn't on the screen, is it? Okay. All right. Anyways, I don't know why my chat got so out of control tonight because my chat usually, and a lot of people said it in the chat too, my chat is usually pretty chill. I mean, I'll have some people come in here once in a while stirring up stuff, but I don't think I've ever seen my chat get that bad as it did tonight. And I usually really don't need mods because it's usually pretty chill. Anyways, let me find the videos that I wanted to find really fast. Does anybody know, first off, does anybody know how Colleen's show went tonight? Does anybody know where anything is that I can find on that? He hasn't posted anything, so I'm assuming nobody's posted anything about her show. All right, anyways, I'm going to share the screen. I just got to make sure there's no stuff on it. Okay. 60 Girl says, I've never seen your chat like that, mysterious. Yeah, I know. Weird. So weird. And like I said, I usually don't really need a lot of mods because it usually doesn't get that bad. All right. Hold on. I gotta make sure that has the audio with it. Yeah, okay. I just want to play a couple clips and then I'm gonna kind of explain moving forward with the channel. what's going on. I just didn't want to mention it at the beginning of the video. Let me find those. So there's a couple of... She's selling canceled merch. I don't know if that's like her regular merch or if she like made it specially for the show. But not a good look. It wasn't that one. There was one where there was like, yeah, this is weird to me. She's a teenager in a dress. Make sure you guys can see that. Okay. And she has like this kid, and she's a teenager. She has her legs spread open. The girl's in a dress. I don't really understand the context of this video and why this person was brought on stage. And look at her looking down at her with that smart. It's just creepy to me. It's just kind of weird. It's weird. I don't really understand. What's funny about that? Like, what is... I don't get what's funny about that and why you would bring somebody up on stage and like pull their legs. I don't know. It's just strange. There was another one that I wanted to play that I thought was really weird, and I don't know if it's still on here. Is it this one? Oh, this is a kid pretending she's making this kid, and this kid's young. She's making them pretend like they're giving birth, which is strange.
Oh, I see your head. Ready? Camille. All right. Sing. Oh, I'm so pregnant. Oh, how are you doing, dear sister-in-law? I'm so excited for you to give birth to this baby. I love little girls. Oh, do you need a poo massage?
No, it's not a food, it's a baby. Oh, I'm so pregnant. I just know it. I am.
Oh, let's get you to the hospital. Bravo, get out of the car. Oh, I'm the nurse. I've come to get this baby out from you. Just push from your toothy really hard. And breathe across, breathing like this. Go, go, go. Oh, you smell fertile. And it smells fertile, that's what they say. Now push.
That's... I don't know. That's just... Oh my God. And I guess she said at one point, it's really hard to hear what she's saying. I guess she says at one point, because she's trying to act like Miranda's uncle in this segment, and she's saying that she likes little girls. And she also said she smells fertile. This is weird. Like, this is weird. I don't get that. Yeah, I think that... God. This is when she had tomatoes thrown at her. Tan Lamb, I had a conversation. Well, Adam's been in my chat, so we're cool. And there's like a lot more stuff online than there was 3 years ago. So I was wrong about the situation. Obviously, all this stuff is pretty fucked up. So I would hope that we're fine with the situation. He seemed like he was fine with the like apologizing. So, and I took down the videos that I had talked about it. So there's that. And It seemed like he was in the chat the whole time because he commented when I asked about the DMs. So, but anyways, why is everybody throwing tomatoes? Okay. So I am going to get off here because I really do have to get up early in the morning. So for anybody wondering, I'm probably gonna be gone for a little bit. There's a lot of stuff I haven't been on because there's a lot of stuff going on with my mom. And let me take this off the screen. So I'm gonna try to like tell you guys what's going on without getting upset. Hospice is here and my mom stopped eating like probably like a week ago. She's been going on and down, like everything's just been getting really bad over the past probably 4 weeks. I mean, she was in bad shape before, but it seems like over the past 4 weeks, it's just like she's deteriorated like a lot, like at rapid speed. Everything's been really slow with her disease, and it just seems like the past 4 weeks has been like rapid with it. And I was actually going to stream this. I can't remember what night I was going to do it. It was either like Tuesday or Wednesday. I was actually going to react to this video, and I didn't because I got really bad news. And the hospice nurse said my mom stopped eating like a week ago. She has a feeding tube, so we kind of had like a sibling meeting, I guess you would say, because we want to do what my mom wants. Like, it's really hard because all she is doing is like, to me, when I look at her and just like through this whole process, it's like pure suffering. ALS is like, it's no joke. It's probably the worst thing I have ever seen in my entire life because it's just like you got to watch somebody lose everything and it's like so slow and there's nothing you can do about it. Like there's nothing you can do for it. There's no cure for it. There's nothing. There's medicines that kind of stop, like slow down the process, but there's nothing that you can do about it. They don't know much about it. They don't put much, like, it doesn't seem they put much time and research into it because there's not very many drugs that have come out for it, just from what I've like read about it and everything. Anyways, I'm kind of getting off track with everything. So the past 4 weeks, she's been rapidly deteriorating, which is why I haven't been online, and my daughter's been in a lot of softball. So I'm trying to keep everything as normal as I possibly can for my kid, and we've been really, really busy. And when I kind of stopped streaming, it was like due to softball, and then it kind of got my mom was just getting bad. So she stopped eating about a week ago. We had like a sibling meeting. She has a feeding tube. And we all asked her, do you want us to, because she can't even swallow anymore. She can't talk anymore at all. I mean, she could talk. It was really hard to understand her. It was really, really soft, but she could at least still talk. She can't talk at all anymore. She's pretty much in like a coma state right now. Like as I'm speaking right now, she's like in a coma state. It's hard to get her to open her eyes. She does respond to me like a little bit. Like tonight, I asked her if she wanted me to wipe off her face a little bit, and she like blinked and kind of shook her head. Anyways, and so she did signal to us saying like she wants us to like prolong this as long as possible because like I don't know how she does it. She's a very, very strong woman. She's very, very strong. And so we've been feeding her through the feeding tube, and I think it was Thursday or Wednesday, the hospice nurses said like her oxygen's getting low, her blood pressure, we can't keep it up anymore. And they said that she might make it through the weekend, this weekend. She might make it to Monday or Tuesday. And I wasn't expecting that at all. Like I knew it was getting bad because she wasn't eating, but I wasn't expecting to hear, "Oh, you may have the weekend with her and she may get to Monday or Tuesday of next week." I wasn't expecting that news at all. So Friday night, I keep like checking her oxygen levels, and her oxygen got down. And I was kind of like, man, is it the oxygen thing or is it really her oxygen getting that low? And I put it on my finger, I put it on my dad's finger, make sure everything was working. It got all the way down to like 37. I was like freaking out. And I think she kind of like, and she wasn't responsive at all. And I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is it. And started like slowly climbing. And I didn't sleep at all Friday night. I was up and down checking it, up and down checking it. And by the next day, it was back up because our oxygen had dropped to like 70, which isn't good at all. But I think once your oxygen gets below 90, it's like a really serious situation. So hers was like at 70, but like everything was stable for her. And then it got down to 37. And then I was checking it all night and I just started slowly climbing. By the next day, it was back up to 70 again. It's been on a steady 70 since it wasn't Friday night, Thursday night. Sorry, I'm mixing up my nights. By Friday, it was back up to like 70, between 60 and 70. So it's been at that steady right there for the time being. So, anyways, I'm like giving you guys a long story that you probably it's anyways. Yes, she does have, well, at the time, no, she didn't, but she does now. Have oxygen here, and that was like the next thing to give her was the oxygen. And she's on blood pressure medication. Like she almost she was in the hospital and her blood pressure dropped. Her lungs were like the same thing. Her oxygen levels were dropping. They had to ventilate. They had to vent her in the hospital, and things got really, really bad. And that was probably like 8 months ago. And they put her on this blood pressure medicine. It was the only thing that could keep her blood pressure stable. Because if she wasn't on that blood pressure medicine, like her blood pressure would have like dropped a long time ago. And she's still on that blood pressure medicine, but that blood pressure medicine isn't really helping it anymore. It's keeping it almost stable, but it's still low. Anyways, I don't know what's gonna happen with her. I personally believe that it's not a Monday or Tuesday thing because I think she is a fighter. She don't want to go yet. I mean, if she lays in a coma-like state and can open her eyes once in a while and see everybody and hear us, that I mean, she would be fine with that. That's how my mom is. She loves life. She's not ready. So, I don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm not ready to lose her either. And I hate seeing her suffer. I really do. It's just kind of a situation where you feel really helpless. Because there's nothing I can do for her at all. I hate it so much. I hate it. And it sucks. But trying to get through it. So I probably will be gone for a little bit longer. Because I really haven't felt like streaming. But I wanted to do this. Because I wanted to do the stream because I didn't want everybody to think I was like ignoring everything. And like if something happened tomorrow, like I would be like a fucking mess and there's no way I could do it. It would be a while before I could like really react to it, say something about it, apologize. Which is kind of why I wanted to reach out to Adam privately, but I couldn't find anything to send him a DM on. Anyways. And if things like kind of take a positive turn, maybe I will be reacting to some videos. I don't know. But if I'm gone for another month, that's why. I just want to be honest with you guys. And yeah. And again, Adam, if you're watching, I'm really sorry. I was wrong about the situation. And Colleen should address it. But I kind of have a feeling she's going to ignore the situation. Keep ignoring it until, I don't know, until things keep getting exposed about her and she can't control it. I honestly, I was like telling somebody, I talked to one of my subscribers a lot in DMs here and there. And I told her, I said, I really don't know how you can actually apologize for something like this or address something like this. I mean, you're in DMs with kids and you're asking them sexual questions and you're manipulating them to do things for you online. I just don't know how you can apologize for something like that or how you can come back from something like that, especially because she did it for a long time. And I think there's probably more out there that we don't know about, like a lot more that we don't know about. And I'm sure it's going to like stuff will. This is how it works when you get canceled online. The longer you stay silent, the more people are going to dig up stuff on you. That's just how it works. People don't like it when you stay silent about something. They don't like it. They're going to keep digging up stuff. They're going to keep exposing her the longer she just doesn't address it. So, and I will actually be surprised how Trisha moves forward with this too. Sorry, I'm trying to like move past what I was talking about because I don't really like to talk about it a lot, but I want to let you guys know what's going on. I know a lot of people were wondering what's going on with my mom and all that, so I wanted to address that. And I didn't want to say it at the beginning of the video because I didn't want people to like think that I was just saying all that stuff, and I wanted to genuinely apologize to Adam before I like told you guys what was going on. But you know, anyways, what was I saying? Oh, I would be really I'm really interested to see how this unfolds with Trisha and Colleen as well, because I know Trisha wants everybody to think that she's like this revamped person, like, you know, family life. I'm a changed person. My mental illness is cured. Type thing. I'm a super mom, and you know, everything is family fun, friendly content for me, and I don't get into drama anymore, Trisha Paytas. So I think it's really interesting that they were deleting comments on that live chat because the person that was deleting comments was probably a mixture of Trisha, Moses, and Colleen. I'm sure Colleen has access to the live chat. They probably both have logins to the channel. And I have no doubt that Trisha was probably hiding comments. Moses was probably in there moderating and hiding comments. And so was Colleen probably. All three of them probably did it. And the fact that she knows what's going on with it and she's trying to help Colleen bury it, it says a lot about her. I mean, her character. And we all know what her character is. So, anyways, you think she will defend her? I don't know. I just kind of have a feeling she's going to drop her. Kind of just drop the show. They'll separate. I thought the podcast wouldn't last very long, anyways. But I don't know. We'll see how it unfolds. All right. I'm gonna thank you, B. Thank you, everybody in the chat that uh, was saying stuff during when I was talking about my mom. I really, really appreciate all your prayers, all you guys being so kind about it, and all you guys understanding why I'm so flaky as hell. It's just been a really, really tough year and a half for me, and I just, with everything that I have going on in my life, because I work full time, this isn't my job. You know, all this stuff is done in my free time. And then just my mom being sick, I just haven't had time for the channel at all. And I was trying to get going back into it full blast. And then just everything with my daughter's softball. And then, of course, it's just bad. It's just nothing but bad news when it comes to my mom. It's just nothing but bad news. It's just, she just keeps deteriorating and it just sucks. There's nothing I can do about it. So, anyways, whole situation sucks. But I love you guys, and I will see you all when I see you. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the story. All right, I love you guys. Bye.